Now, preview time. So let's take a look at what's coming your way.
The Jeff Meacham Network's Multiverse of Media. For over 15 years, the recognized symbol of excellence and the standard bearer in coverage of sports and entertainment.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Jeff Meacham Network Multiverse of Media and our coverage of Impact 1000. I'm going to ask the producer man in the room besides me to bring people on screen because my computer sucks. But thank you very much for watching today. I am the West Coast Professor. We're over 5 minutes. Jeff Mother effing Meacham. I'm going to keep it clean anyway. I'm going to be nice. So joining us tonight and throughout the rest of the show, because I got to leave here pretty soon. First of all, let me bring in the man who will be calling the action as only he can do. And no, Scott D'Amore, no, Vince, whoever the hell's running WWE today, no, Tony Khan, you cannot have him. He is ours. He is a simple man with a spectacular voice. He is Noah Foster. Noah, what is going on, brother? Good to see you here on what is going to be a monumental day. Impact Wrestling 1000. Being a much more dedicated fan of Impact than myself admitted, did you even think we would hit 1,000 days or 1,000 episodes of Impact Wrestling?
After all the ping pong channel jumping and somehow trying to scrape their way out of the crevice that was the Immortal era, absolutely not. But it is an incredible milestone that we are all fortunate enough and humble enough to be a part of tonight after what Scott D'Amore and Gail Kim under Anthem have cultivated since 2020 personally and redefining the true alternative to the wrestling industry. The little engine that could and is still around, going stronger than ever, Impact Wrestling. I could not be happier to be here as the Knockouts are kicking things off on BTI, which of course is the center stage of women's wrestling, booked to the highest degree, as we always talk about, as Jody Fett clashes with Kylan King. And again, tonight, it's the only Knockouts presentation, which really leads me to believe that we're in for some major surprises and teases, considering we got generational 10 knockout tag team match with, I would say, corner people, to put it politely, next week. There's still a lot to unfold tonight, and I'm looking very forward to being a part of the festivities.
Yes, and we will be joined, hopefully, by the time we go live at 5:30 for the Impact Insiders, with our coverage by our new Impact color analyst, Attila. But in the meantime, let us bring in, make sure he's ready to go. We're in the green room. Let me just make sure he's good to go. He is the Renegade himself, Renegade of Wrestling tonight, our producer for the evening, JJ Williams. JJ, my friend, it is, again, always good to see you. I feel like we were just talking on the phone and then just had you in the chat room for Talk Wrestling, almost as if they went back to back today. So good to see you, brother.
Well, as I always like to say,
as I always like to
say, it's good to be seen.
Yes, great line. One of my favorite things.
I'm very much looking forward to this. I think Noah will be proud of me. I've been doing a little bit of homework. I've been watching the hour-long videos that Impact has been putting up lately, the top 10 moments in Impact history, the debuts of Impact, going back and reliving some of those. Some of those I experienced live and watched them in like real time as they happened. Other things I had never seen before. I do got to say, for those of you that are still kind of new to Impact Wrestling, really go back and watch the top 10 moments, because the only modern day moment is the debut of Trinity. Everything else comes from like the golden era, if you will, from like when I watched it full time. So it was really kind of cool to go back and watch that stuff like the debut of Team 3D, Joker Steen's emergence.
Oh man, they did like an hour
of off, in its entirety. From Jay Lethal coming out at the start of the ramp to the entire promo. Lethal in his best Flair impression, dropping the elbow, everything leading up to the woo off. Like, it wasn't just the clips you see on social media where it's the two of them going woo back and forth. It was the entire almost 10-minute segment.
I love that segment still. That's my line. That's my line.
Yes.
I think before we go any further, I think we do have to acknowledge the super chat here, though.
Yes.
Even though it's grossly off topic and we're here to celebrate Impact Wrestling today. Yes, I do agree. Jade Cargill going to WWE, if the rumor is to believed, is huge for them, is huge for her, and it is all stuff that we will be discussing on Open Mic Night this Saturday. So we will definitely be going much, much deeper into that when we get there on Saturday. But yeah, it's big for Jade. It's big for WWE. And we'll just see if the internet wrestling journalist who broke the news is accurate or talking out of their asshole.
Well, speaking of talking out of their asshole, the car's out front making its noises because I'm getting picked up to go. So, because our car just is what it is. But anyway, gentlemen, have a wonderful call. Attila, when you pop in as well, have a wonderful call tonight, guys. And yes, Meech is back, but once again, Meech is out the door because always on the move, this ginger. So have a wonderful call tonight, guys. Still a little prayer for my Cowboys, night one of league games. So we'll see how we do tonight. But we'll be back. Live tomorrow, right? No, So Saturday.
Friday, yes.
Saturday, open mic night, baby. So thank you guys very much. We'll see you Saturday for open mic night. Love you all.
Yes, thank you very much, Jeff, for being here to welcome us to the Terror Dome, if you will.
I like that. Oh,
Noah,
man.
I'm going to just jump right into this. I heard Jeff kind of ask you because I was on headset. I was actually shilling to the social medias and throwing the link out there, letting people know we were on live for this monumental occasion. So forgive me for backtracking and repeating Jeff's question, but
It's all good.
who would have thought that Impact would be sitting here 21 years later celebrating its 1,000th episode? Like last year, we celebrated and acknowledged the fact that they made it to 20 years and nobody thought they'd last a year, 2 years, 5 years.
Yeah.
You definitely won't survive the Hogan Bischoff administration. The less talked about that, the better. But for them to now be at 1,000 episodes, like, that's just crazy to me. I remember watching the first episode of Impact because that's how big a fan I was back in the day, man. Like, I watched the weekly pay-per-views.
That back when it was called NWA TNA, which was the only way it was originally shown before it became a broadcast show. So why they did put on their YouTube channel the first episode, June 4th, 2004, TNA Impact, it actually started back in 2002 in June, but it was pay-per-view exclusively.
Yeah. Like, I remember that. We didn't watch it much in its first year, but I remember the big hook that sold me and my dad was their 1-year anniversary of the weekly pay-per-view was a penny.
I remember you telling me that story.
1 penny. And so we were like, dude, how can we deny a 2-hour wrestling pay-per-view for a penny? You know? And then we bought the following weeks because we enjoyed what we saw for the regular $9.99. $10 for 2 shows for 4-hour pay-per-views. WWE gives you 3 hours for, like, at that point it was like $29.99 for the B and C shows and maybe $39.99 for the Big 4, Big 5.
Yeah, I remember those days. Ugh.
Me and my dad ended up getting into it, man. We wouldn't order it every week, but we'd probably order 2 a month, you know, and check out what NWA TNA was offering us. And then when it spiraled into the Fox Sports deal, you know, shitty time slot that it was, man, we set up our VCR so we could record it. We'd watch it back the next day when my dad got home from work. And then it kind of grew into Impact today and, you know, got a better time slot, better channel, Spike TV. You know, I never thought I would see this day. And it's a true testament for everybody that has ever been affiliated with the company, in my opinion. You know, from Jeff and Jerry Jarrett taking the chance to start it, to Dixie Carter and Panda Energy coming through and bailing the Jarretts out when they were having financial struggles and picking up the bankroll, to whoever owns it now, and it's been so long. Last time I watched Impact full time, Dixie still owned it, and I know she's been gone for a while. I'm not sure who owns it these days, but with Scott D'Amore, you know, kind of at the helm of everything.
Now the
Gail Kim in charge of the Knockouts division. I may not watch it on a weekly basis, but there are a lot of men and women in the ring here on a regular basis that, whether they are the originals, like your Sabins, your Shelleys, your Kazarians, or the new breed, if you will, your Jordan Graces, your Deonna Purrazzos, yes, even your Joe fucking Hendrys,
yes,
are really going out there and they are putting their all into this every week. Your Josh Alexanders, your Steve Macklins,
your Jody
your
Fred,
Mooses,
your Jody Fred and Kylan King, and Jody Fred just got the win on BTI, but ref out of position. Foot was on the rope. That's going to be interesting to see how that develops. But going back to what you're saying, you drop all these names. Again, next week, as we know, Impact 1000 will be, stay tuned, folks. We'll be here back next week. They're going to broadcast everything that happened across 2 Thursday nights, which means next week we're going to see the Knockouts take center stage in generational tag team action. Although it does lead me to wonder if there's only going to be the only showcase of the Knockouts, or we'll get a tease or some appearances tonight. I mean, heck, at one point you had Goldie show up at Slammiversary backstage with Gia Miller. And you got Jay Chung right now, the wife of Josh Alexander, Walking Weapon, former Knockout, of course, that now works photography and also has done ring announcing. And we will get some Knockouts action tonight, a mixed tag team action, as your boy and his rebel, a.k.a. the original Knockout OG, Tracy Brooks, will be going up against Eddie Edwards and Alicia Edwards. But to also go at your point, yeah, the amount of hurdles and hoops and challenges that Impact Wrestling has faced in its longevity to survive and still bring us that identity of themselves as the alternative in professional wrestling is a testament to behold. And right now they're under, I believe, what's called Anthem Entertainment, which is why they now have a home on Access TV. However, for $1, kid you not, $1 a month, you watch Impact Wrestling commercial free 90-minute stream on YouTube, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that's how we will get engaged in the festivities tonight. And Scott D'Amore, from coach, manager, competitor. I know he was not a great competitor. He was not one of the strongest competitors. He didn't even have the most matches as a competitor. Still competitor. Now president. What he and Gail Kim and some of these OGs that have come back into the company, like Chris Sabin, who we'll talk about later, Hell Sabin, like Alex Shelley, like Bully Ray. We got friggin' Team 3D tonight. What they have done since then and now to bring us, there you go, brother, to this point of a true milestone of 4 digits to celebrate. It's absolutely spectacular. I couldn't be happier.
Agree. And I've got to wonder if Team 3D is going to fight AMW for their match next week. You know, going back and reliving the moments, Team 3D made their debut when AMW was in the ring.
That's right. Chris Harris and
so
James
what
Storm.
A callback would it be for the 1000th episode for them to return to fight James Storm and Chris Harris one more time? Like, I just think that would be some great poetic justice.
Well, I was going back through the tag team history, and as much as I want to see it, I kind of personally wish it was Beer Money, you know, Bobby Roode and James Storm, because, again, worldly recognized tag team, leading tag team of the industry for generations. What, 23-time tag team champions if you add up all their accolades? And even then, I might be one off. But the funny thing is, you talk about America's Most Wanted, it was Beer Money. They first faced off and got the championships, I believe, from it, also lost them to. And of course, later on, we saw what conspired between Beer Money and the Motor City Machine Guns. But you think about the tag teams of Impact Wrestling, of TNA. You think about the British Invasion. You think about LAX. You think about getting a little bit current now. You think about the North, Josh Alexander and Ethan Page, who are at the time the longest reigning tag team champions. They held the tag team titles for a year in a single run. It truly is something to behold what the Dudleys really started off leading, particularly in TNA, and still be very strong in Impact Wrestling.
Agreed. And man, when I think about TNA tag teams, the first team that always comes to my mind is AMW.
As it should. They're one of the OGs.
Exactly. They're the OGs. They're the pioneers. They were, along with AJ Styles, like they were the pillars. You talk about the pillars of AEW. I would dare say that AMW and AJ Styles were the pillars of TNA.
Yeah. I mean, AJ Styles, I mean, you got the belt yourself. Remember, back then it was NWA TNA. It was a triple threat for the NWA TNA X between Jerry Lynn and Amazing Red that Chris Sabin, I believe, won his very first championship. And that was back in 2003. Now he has a chance tonight, as we could talk about the card, because Josh, I know you're probably watching on Access TV, but folks, we're not live watching along with the feed yet, as we are Ultimate Insiders. We'll be going along with the feed 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you got about 28 minutes to just shoot the breeze with us. And again, if you want to dig into the conversation about your favorite moment from Impact Wrestling or TNA history, Super Chat's as simple as that. But going back to Chris Sabin, as we know, JJ, Chris Sabin has a chance to become a record time 10-time X Division champion. Now, truth be told, he has the number of the most amounts won for that title, surpassing the likes of, gotta say his name, Austin Aries, Frank Kazarian, who I believe has held it, 5 or 6 times. Someone could fact check me on
Something
that.
like that.
You think about again the X Division. You threw the name out there. The very first X Division champion was AJ Styles. It truly is the division that defines no limits. It made what we look at today as heavyweights that fly like cruiserweights a possible thing to say.
Yeah. The X Division is what sold me on Impact Wrestling, on NWA TNA. That's why I wanted that championship so bad for so long.
I'm glad you got it.
that belt meant so much to me. And yes, Mansfield, today the simple man must acknowledge Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah, look, I've already talked with JJ about this behind closed doors, but fine. I'll put it out there because, again, he was the guy that was on center stage at the time, while champion. Still, someone had to present it at the time. And you think about the wildness with Kurt Angle, with Samoa Joe, with freaking Raven, just to name a couple. Yes, I understand the asylum. I understand the Toby Keith incident. I understand all of that nonsense. I get. I acknowledge it. Hello, Walter. Joya! But I digress. But yeah, again. And the thing, Leo Rush right now is the 103rd X Division champion in this company's history. Chris Sabin has a chance to be the 104th, but the only man ever to say he has been 10-time X Division champion. That's insane to think about. You don't think about that amount of reigns with that title particularly, or with any of the titles in TNA or Impact Wrestling. For anybody. Let's see what everyone's saying. X Division is TNA. You're damn right. The X Division is still a top division in Impact Wrestling, followed by the women's division.
That's a controversial take. I definitely would say in the infancy of the Knockouts division, yeah. Nowadays, that's a hard sell there, Marshall. You know, I may not watch all the time, but I think I would rather see Trinity. I think I'd rather see Jordan Grace. I think I'd rather see Deonna Purrazzo than I would see some of the X Division talent that they have right now.
Well,
that's just a personal feeling because everybody knows the way I feel about women's wrestling.
Damn it.
But the X Division was special to me back in the day because I was able to see those guys live at independent shows too. A good chunk of the X Division roster back in those early days were Pro Wrestling Guerrilla regulars. AJ Styles, Christopher Daniels, Frankie Kazarian, Petey Williams, Alex Shelley, Chris Sabin, Austin Aries. Like all those guys would come to Guerrilla on a regular basis. And I'd be able to talk to them, mingle with them, get to know them.
You basically looked at
that's part of what makes that belt so special, is because I was able to take a picture with the legitimate thing while AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels are in the ring having a 60-minute time limit draw banner, because I was able to just walk up to the belt and ask the guy, hey, can I take a picture with this real quick?
Yeah. I mean, again, I still talk about to this day, one of my all-time favorite matches in TNA history. Christopher Daniels, AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, and they ran it back twice.
Yeah. It would be cool to see some of the Impact guys from WWE or AEW appear, either in person or via video. WWE, we all know, is going to be the long shot. Yeah. They did allow AJ Styles to submit a video last year for their 20th anniversary.
Okay, Marshall.
So it's possible we'll see something today. AEW, I think, is a little bit more realistic, but we also don't know what TK's relationship is right now with TNA.
Right.
You got to figure with Don Callis under AEW contract, it might be easier rather than harder to work something out. You think about Kenny Omega, the belt collector, having been Impact champion. You think about Christian Cage.
I was about to say, Christian Cage was the last one.
So there's definitely a little bit of possibility there.
Yeah. So
You know,
going,
it would be cool.
I
And
agree.
no one's giving you a hard time for your opinion,
No.
Marshall. I was just giving my counter to your opinion.
And that's what it's all
Friendly
about
debate.
here. Yeah, and that's what it's all about in the multiverse of media. It's not biased. It's not one-sided. It's not insert you're a freaking Mark comment here. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
It is
And
simply,
Mr. Impact Craig, I don't even think the faithful thought they would get there.
I completely
Especially
agree.
after the Hogan Bischoff administration.
Yeah, I completely agree. And again, it's all about welcome, open thought, and conversation.
Yes.
There is no one side that is truly accurate or 100% right, but it's all shared passion. And to go with JJ's diatribe, I do agree. I mean, how many times do I talk about the Knockouts division? You talked about the central feud that's been involved in the Knockouts World Championship. Let's not forget their Knockouts tag division that knocked it, pun intended, out of the park at Victory Road with MK Ultra, Monster Slims, Killer Kelly, and the Shot Entourage, Michelle Shaw, and Savannah Evans. Not to mention, they have the Death Dolls, Courtney Rush, and friggin' Jessica Havoc. And you also, of course, have other knockouts that span this division's depth, including but not limited to Alicia Edwards, who, of course, we saw challenge treaty for that title and will be involved in mixed tag team match tonight against the OG, as you alluded to. I think Matthew, talked about the OG knockouts. It doesn't get more OG than the knockout that forced what she called at the freaking time Knockout Law, involving the first ever Queen of the Cage and first ever makeover battle royale won by Gail Kim. Tracy Brooks, Frank Kazarian's wife. Although I really, really hope to see in these next 2 weeks my personal favorite knockout and one of my favorite debuts ever. You remember Victoria, Black Widow,
yeah.
Hera.
That was definitely on the debuts countdown for Impact.
Coming out there and crashing the celebration and going straight up into Angela Love's face and challenging her for that Knockouts World Championship. Oh, it's one of my favorite moments. And
let's talk about for a minute the evolution of the knockouts, man. When we first started the weekly pay-per-views, the women of Impact Wrestling, NWA TNA, were nothing more than glorified go-go dancers in cages.
Yeah.
Girls like Goldilocks.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not knocking Goldilocks. She very well could be a sweet woman. Never got to meet her, but Google her if you don't know who I'm talking about for the fans out there.
Right.
And then you had Tracy and Trinity, who were nothing more than your traditional eye candy managers.
They were valets.
Yeah, they were your Sunny. They were your sensational Sherry. They were your Miss Elizabeth. And maybe you can't even throw Sherry in there because Sherry Martel herself was a bad bitch women's champion. But, you know, they were those women valets who maybe would get in the ring and do a bump spot or two, but they weren't in there having matches.
Right.
And then you had, and I hate to say it this way, but you had basically the mass exodus of all the ex-WWE women talent. And how they basically kind of came over and was like, look, WWE doesn't know how to handle women's wrestling.
Still don't.
So we're going to do it over here. And the Gail Kims, the Mickey Jameses, the Terras, the Winters, compounded with names like Awesome Kong, Velvet Sky, Madison Rain, Angelina Love, began to form what is to this day the best American women's division there is.
Damn right. Again,
I don't watch the Japanese women's wrestling to know if they can really compete with those divisions, but as far as the United States, and I'll even go as far as to say North America, the best women's division is the Knockouts division.
Rosemary, knockout OG of this generation's knockouts in 2017. Ali, aka now known as the Bunny, also a knockout OG. And those two came out of Smash Wrestling. Jessica Havoc, 20-year veteran, also been part of the knockouts division growth and development when she was introduced as Havoc and was literally feuding over the Knockouts World Championship. Brooke Tessmarker, Taryn Terrell, ODB, boom! Taylor
Forgot
Wilde.
about ODB. How can I forget about ODB? Jesus.
about to say ODB. Shoot, doesn't get more OG than that crazy one.
Her and
Daphne,
Eric Young
RIP.
is the knockout tag team champions.
Hey, why is that canon? Why? I don't know why. Why must that be canon? Why? But also RIP to Daphne, her feuds with Taylor Wilde and
Yes.
Abyss alongside Stevie Richards. She was the one that first defined extreme in TNA. Period.
Yes.
But again, we're going to see so many great knockouts next week, not only as corner people, but in generational action. I mean, the original knockout rivalry, Awesome Kong and Gail Kim, both now legends, are going to be working together on the same team next week. Put that in freaking perspective. Against, on opposite sides, might I add, this generation knockouts rivalry, and I stand by it, in Jordan Grace Beyond Perazzle. Every time those two clash, it is instant chemistry, instant classic. They push each other beyond their limits, and I cannot wait for number 6. As again, I stand by the fact, Ty Valkyrie, another one. Long may she reign. Beyond Perazzle is the knockout of this division, this generation. And for those that are wondering, I have not looked at anything PWI. I'm sure we'll get into it up with my night. Maybe I'll make a Rainmaker call. Maybe I'll talk about a woman that you all don't know. Stay tuned for more on that. But again, it's all opinion. Rate the industry yourself, but know that your opinion is not the only opinion that matters.
Exactly.
And that's really why I think people need to keep in context when it comes to scrolling, reading, believing, reporting, rumoring. Simple as that. But anyway, again,
everyone's opinion matters.
Exactly. That's
you
all
know,
it should be.
Yeah, the match I'm most looking forward to that they've announced for tonight,
please talk,
is this right here.
Oh God! All right, let me go ahead. And talk to you
mainly because I don't know who all is going to be involved in it.
That's always been part of the intrigue about it, JJ. This match that started back in 2007 at Turning Point, there have only been 7 Feast or Fire matches in this company's history, and the last one, believe it or not, happened in 2018. In this match, there are 4 briefcases: a World Championship opportunity, an X-Division Championship opportunity, a Tag Championship opportunity,
and a pink slip.
Bingo. And last time this match occurred, Moose got the World Title opportunity, and EC3 got fired.
Yeah, I remember seeing, I want to say it was the first Feast or Fired match.
So all the way back at Turning Point.
Yeah, I want to say it was the first one I saw. But so it's going to be cool to see another one, because I think that might have been the only one I saw was the first one.
I remember.
And then again, just who all is going to be in this match. I saw a tweet when I was scrolling through the Impact Twitter, or excuse me, X page, because I was trying to get the graphics for today. And based off of a retweet I saw of this graphic, it looks like Steve Macklin might be involved in this match.
Yeah.
Again, speculation based off of a retweet I saw would lead me to believe he's going to be involved in this match. But man, what if somebody that we don't even know is going to be here gets involved and ends up with a world title shot, bro?
Curry man.
Don't do that to me. I love the Fallen Angel Christopher Daniels, but Curry Man is a no, bro. I'd rather see Shark Boy.
Oh, shell yeah. Well, what about Suicide? Wait, which Suicide are we talking about?
Right.
I can't. But yeah. But that's the thing. It's truly feast or fire. You win with a big promise, or you lose everything. We've seen people fired in kayfabe and in reality. EC3, Velvet Sky, because Robbie E didn't grab the beat case. Velvet Sky did when Velvet Sky used to be Robbie E's valet. For those that don't know, Robbie E is the current Robert Stone in JJ's NXT. Now you know. And of course, Grado, he was once fired, but of course he came back. That was a whole different stint. Eli Drake, Eli Drake at the time. Yeah, if you know, you know, LA Knight. He also, of course, had a chance. I believe he won a tag team title opportunity at one of the Feast or Fires. Just to give you a little bit of a background in truly anybody can be involved in these matches, and truly anything can happen.
Yes. Josh, please stop putting what is happening on the show. We have already told you our coverage will not begin until 5:30, 8:30 Eastern because we are watching it on the YouTube,
As
the
Ultimate
commercial-free stream.
Damn right. We're going to be going nonstop, so
So,
get ready for that.
please
folks.
stop, Mansfield. That's a bad Mansfield.
I get that you've been warned. He will time you out. What about
That would be awesome. Stone Cold Shark Boy was epic.
I agree. Oh, I got it. Johnny Swinger. Johnny Swinger gets involved in this match and tries to get a chance. Because let's be honest here, JJ. Somebody's getting fired. And you look at this entire Impact roster nowadays, there's names on one hand that I feel like, okay, so are you actually expendable enough where if you get a pink slip, it doesn't hurt the company? Because again, the risk you take in this, you can get fired, bro.
I know. Okay. World and X Division champion, I'm gonna throw out right now. Okay, because I kind of want to see who's in the match. But based off of what I have seen, as little as I have seen, Johnny Sweener, I think, makes perfect sense to get the pink slip. I love Johnny Sweener. I've thought he was cool going back to original ECW. Simon Diamond and Johnny Sweener. He's a TNA original. Him and Simon Diamond did the shtick in the early days of Impact back then. So seeing that he's back, but what can you do with him that you haven't already done? Are you really going to make him a champion? No. Just make like Elsa, let it go.
I mean, he had a chance at the Disney Championship against Kenny King. He lost. Tommy Dreamer capitalized. Of course, the dream continues for that man, and we'll see what's next for him. Kenny King, who James had multiple times has said filled up to his potential, he might use this as one last chance. It might be his way to literally get the pink slip. Dirty Dango right now hates professional wrestling. Take that for what you will. But he's going to be involved in next week's show against Jake Something. So clearly that's out of the picture. So
Mr. Impact brings up a good point because I've heard Heath's contract is set to expire here shortly.
Oh.
So if the rumors are to be believed, that could be how they write Heath off of TV.
Or
not a bad idea.
Yeah, but also I think about what we saw at Victory Road. Is this his way to get a championship opportunity, particularly maybe the digital media championship? Because here's the thing. This will be the first Feast-or Fire where I could see there being 5 briefcases. Because let's remember, JJ, there's the Digital Media Championship now part of this company. That could be considered an opportunity. We don't even know how many briefcases are going to be involved in this match.
That's fair. Safet says maybe Christopher Daniels. That's honestly, that's not a bad shout as much as I love Chris. His best days are definitely behind him. I mean, he can still go with anybody.
Yes.
But I think he seems to really enjoy his talent relations type position. So maybe just having his on-screen career die that way. Not a bad shout. The tag team briefcase. I'm glad you're sitting because I think this is going to make you happy. Joya.
I really want that to be a thing, but I don't want to risk a talent getting fired like Joya.
I may not be completely sold on Joe Hendry, but the way they have been pushing him and Yuya together as Joya, I can see them getting the briefcase for a tag title shot at Bound for Glory. I think that would be huge for them.
Agree.
And then the next 6 weeks, however long we've got until Bound for Glory, like they could just do music videos and completely just build their momentum. Hype videos, songs dissing the champions. Like, let's just go all in on the production of Joya.
I like that. Good Hands, though, is another fair shout because, again, is there collusion with the current tag champs, Jason Hotch and John Schuyler? They could also be another ones that are involved here. And, again, one of them could get fired. So, yeah, you're right. They're heavily involved in the tag team division. So I can see that. Again, we do not know we know nothing. Dooley squat. But
I don't know if Heath would go back to WWE. AEW, I don't think needs him.
No, they don't.
AEW has way more talent than they can consistently book.
Mm-hmm.
And if what Josh posted earlier is to be believed, now that the merger has gone through, there's supposed to be some severe cuts tomorrow. I don't think they're going to cut potentially superstars and office people just to bring back guy like Heath Slater. I'm just saying, I'm not trying to knock Heath, but is he going to be enough of an asset to the company to re-sign him? That's the business part of it.
I get that, JJ. I was about to say, you hit the nail on the head there. Of all the things we've been talking about with TNA and Impact Wrestling, we didn't even bring up this name. And hell, he's a former TNA World Champion, RVD.
True, RVD is still a free agent. He's not locked down to anybody. He's had a couple of appearances for AEW with the whole Jack Perry angle.
FTW thing, yeah.
But I think he's trying to stay in WWE's good graces so that he can possibly make an appearance in the Rumble and have a spot at WrestleMania 40, since that's Philly. That's ECW territory. You want to have as many ECW originals involved as possible. So
as you should. All right. Well,
but RVD is definitely someone that would be cool to see make an appearance.
Jeff Hardy, Willow. I like that idea. I don't think it's gonna be Jeff Jarrett. Jeff Jarrett right now is dealing with his live event coordination type role in AEW. Again, I give credit's due. From a booking standpoint, give the man credit's due. He's done his work. Not just for AEW, but honestly, TNA getting it off the ground too. I will give Jeff Jarrett his work. I still don't care about the witch, but that's a whole different conversation.
You know what? That's fair. That's fair, and I will accept that.
Thank you.
But because most of my beef has always been about you running down Jeff. Karen is Karen.
She's Karen for a reason.
Yeah. But Jeff Jarrett, I think, is severely underrated.
Fair.
And it would be cool, considering he's the one who started the company with his father. His father, who passed away earlier this year.
Oh,
it would be cool to see him show up for the 1000th episode, even if it's just in a video package, and give some credit. You know, having he still uses My World as his theme, which originated in Impact.
I still can't believe he uses that theme. Hey, Swerve, good to see you. Kurt Angle again. While they also debuts. Remember, Kurt Angle, he debuted confronting Samoa Joe, who was NWA TNA Heavyweight Champion at the time. And those two went to war.
He was Jarrett was the champion. He had stolen Jarrett's title.
That's right. I'm sorry.
Because remember, he laid the title down kind of like across the line for Kurt. And when
that line, all right.
And when they started throwing punches, Jarrett ran down, slid into the ring, stole his belt back, and made out the other side of the ramp with it.
Yeah, remember when Mick Foley debuted and he was going to be the special enforcer? Oh my gosh, with Kurt Angle's match. And again, you think about all the moments in OG days of TNA. I think about Matt Morgan and Crimson, who was unstoppable and undefeated, it seemed, for the longest damn time. He was a force to be reckoned with. Of course, Gunner, Bram, Tom Latimer. It's amazing what names have ran through this company, whether they rolled with it or grown from it.
Mm-hmm. Dude, give me Crimson back in the early days of him, like when he was really that undefeated beast versus Wardlow.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Give me that match, please.
To be fair, I think he was introduced as as Amazing Red's little brother, so Swear's not that far off. So Earl, to answer your question, as we're getting ready to go here with the feed here about 3 minutes, there is the X-Division Championship on the line, and title opportunities on the line, and a pink slip. Feast or Fired. Again, we have the Dudleys in action. Team 3D. we have mixed tag team action. Eddie Edwards and Alicia Edwards taking on Friggins Aaron and the Knockout OG, Tracy Brooks. We have Feast or Fire. Lord help that entire roster. And of course, we have X Division Championship on the line. Leah Rush defends against Hell Sabin, Chris Sabin, and we will hear from Josh Alexander regarding what happened at Victory Road and what might be next for him. And JJ, you and I called it. He beat Macklin. If that happened at Rebellion, he would still be Impact World Champion. Did he just cement his way towards number one contendership? Where the last time he and Shelly in the ring together, he beat Shelly when Shelly was just challenger.
Yep. And that's all that we know for tonight is those matches. Nothing else is set as of right now.
Yeah.
I went through the Twitter page just before I left to go to pick the kids up from school, and that was everything that was listed as of now.
Gotcha.
So if anything is added, there's no graphics for it. We apologize in advance. But that's what we've got lined up, and that'll kick off. The YouTube feed says live in 60 seconds.
Get ready, folks, as we celebrate 1,000 episodes of TNA, NWA, Impact Wrestling, the weekly showcase, even in its worst days, of total nonstop action. JJ, are you ready to go?
I'm as ready as we're going to be, man. I hope that Datilla gets here sooner rather than later. I know she's looking forward to this also.
Aren't we all?
But like we said at the top of the broadcast, man, I never expected them to get to 1,000 episodes. So I raced my frosty Dr. Pepper in salute to them because this is going to be big.
Amen to that. As I got my Cold Red Mountain Dews for tonight, going with the red, of course, for our Impact Wrestling. And one of my favorite, not my favorite weekly themes in wrestling, because they own the night. They own Thursday nights. And I cannot wait to see how we kick off tonight's festivities. Who's getting fired?
You notice my background here. I chose the six-sided ring for a reason, because I wanted to go back to its inception.
Yes.
I wanted to go back to when Impact started. Next week, we'll jump ahead. We'll be more modern. We'll be back with the four-sided ring. But I felt like for the 1,000th episode, night one, we had to go back to kind of what made TNA special.
Yes.
And that was that six-sided ring.
And
I know a lot of the talents complained about it, being able to work on a six-sided ring. But there was just something captivating about it because you really only saw those rings in Mexico, in CMLL and AAA.
Correct.
So seeing it in the States was like, wow, this is different. Oh man, they're already starting with this video package. I'm seeing the young boys hold my X Division title. Marty Brown.
Marty Brown. There's a name we haven't heard in a long damn time. Samoa Joe, Tracy Brooks, America's Most Wanted, Abyss, Bobby. He was the X Factor. Damn it! I'm still pissed off to this day. He's no longer in TNA. It hurts me. Anyway, sorry.
But by leaving TNA, he was able to become glorious.
Okay, fair enough. He was glorious for a short stint, but even then, what's up? Look at these.
Okay, I paused it during the Steiner Math promo because I'm ahead of you. Let me know when you see it.
God, that promo. There it is.
Kurt Angle's debut and the headbutt.
We literally talked about headbutting Samoa Joe. Kurt Angle, of course, who formed the main event Mafia that ran rush over TNA for the better part of a year and a half. Oh, Booker T going down. He's going to boo off.
Abyss, Jesus.
Oh God, man, what a power bomb.
Yes, the power bomb to Dixie Carter through the table and the face.
He was gone. He was in that zone, JJ. Oh! Oh, Don West, I missed your voice. I'm so glad to know those two men are going into the freaking Hall of Fame, as they should. Damn it. Hello, Tara.
Right. MVP.
And the Wolves.
Yep.
Eddie Edwards and Davey Richards.
Let me talk to you. Yeah.
Dummy. Yeah.
The virtuosa.
Long may she reign. The Iron Man of Impact Wrestling, Josh Alexander. The new
I gotta say, going back and watching this intro, the biggest transformation in Impact history has to go to Eric Young.
I agree.
Like, you look at him, the puny little kid in Team Canada, don't fire Eric, flinching every time the pyros go off. And then you look at him now, cut, bald, bearded, former world champion. It's like, who would have thought that this kid would become the world champion?
Check out this intro. This is new.
I'm sure it's special for this. Yeah, look at that, man.
Okay, well, that's freaking awesome. And look who's in the ring.
Scott D'Amore.
The president.
Well, if you think about the very first episode of Impact, Scott D'Amore and Team Canada were in the original first segment. So for him to be in the ring to start this is a great callback.
Absolutely. TNA chance. Yeah. Number 1. Very first thing you see. Yep, as you said, they are Canada. How far has that man come to raise this company?
Long ways, man.
Celebration of the past, present, and future this week and next week. Damn right!
You can't talk about what makes Impact great without talking about the knockouts.
Most influential knockout in history. In and out of the ring. Yeah, I wonder who that could be.
Gail Kim.
Give it up for this amazing athlete. The record-holding 7-time world champion and the first ever Knockouts world champion. Impact Hall of Famer, Gail Kim.
Such a sweetheart. I've had the pleasure of meeting her a couple of times.
Oh, really?
Once when she was Knockouts champion, and once when she came back to WWE for her second run. And that one was the most special one because she came over to us in San Diego, and I put the women's title on her shoulder. I was like, now it's where it belongs. And you could see like she was starting to get emotional because of the way WWE was misusing her.
Well, again, JD, you talked about the difference-making foundation of identity and preservation and respect of the showcase of women in professional wrestling goes to the evolution of the Knockouts division. And it started off with the likes of Gail Kim.
Yeah.
And they still raise the bar.
Absolutely.
Ooh. Oh, please. Let's do that. Yes.
What a way to start off.
Gracie Brooks, Awesome Kong, Gail Kim. Look at that beautiful white strap. Oh, hello, Jesus. The virtuosa. Look at that OG knockout shot. Knockouts division. Christy Hemme.
Jacqueline.
Yes, Jacqueline. Also,
forgot Jacqueline did time there.
They broke barriers. They shattered ceilings. They raised a perspective in identity of these amazing one-of-a-kind athletes in professional wrestling. Then, now, and forever, raising the game as only they can. The premier women's division in the industry. the knockouts.
Ah, they showed Daphne.
Tara! I admit that's my knockout crush. Although Killer Kelly might have stolen my heart nowadays for a different reason. Oh, God, that power bomb.
Oh, Jesus.
Remember Gail Kim, Awesome Kong? That was the very first feud of the Knockouts division.
Well, at least the one that mattered. Yeah.
Yeah.
That definitely. For real.
Oh, my God. Wait a minute, JJ. Cleansing the world one ugly person at a time.
It is the beautiful people, Noah.
Only one group did that in force. Angelina Love, Velvet Sky,
Let
beautiful
the pigeons
people.
loose.
Oh, and you had to say it. You had to say it while she's doing the thing.
Noah, saying let the pigeons loose when the beautiful people come out is like saying, well, here comes the pain when Brock Lesnar comes to the
I'm
ring.
not getting on your case. I'm not getting on your case. I'm saying that's 100% accurate. You kidding me? Jesus. And they're still beautiful.
If I'm being honest, I never liked Angelina back in the day, but over time, like I grew to respect the shit out of her, much like Michelle McCool.
Yeah, no kidding.
There were so many women back then that I thought deserved the push over Angelina Love. Hello, thank you, cameraman.
Yeah.
That man needs a pay raise.
Say it, JJ. Now say it.
I'll say it one more time because you asked. Let the pigeons loose.
Good Lord, the flock was let out tonight. Jesus.
Right? And we thought Raven was the only one with a flock.
Yeah. Jesus. Cameraman, all right, I get it. They're beautiful. They're back in TNA for one night only. Okay. Hey. Again, who could forget the tag team title matchups, the ugly stick that they carried around? Oh, man. Well, this is an interesting picture to behold. Gail Kim and the beautiful people in the ring together. Angela Love, former also Ring of Honor Women's World Champion, I believe.
Hey, Gail.
Oh, Jesus.
Great to see you as always. And great video package of the knockouts that you showed. But I got a question for you.
Question? What question?
Are you sure that's the best of the knockouts division that you could show?
Well, the best of the knockouts, I mean. Oh, and JJ Craig, technical difficulties.
And my bestie, Velvet Sky, the beautiful people.
Hello, Velvet Sky. Has been way too damn long. My God.
But the rest of the video,
Last time I saw her was in a blazer. Oh.
Kind of like the ugly that's standing in front of me right now.
Okay, Gail Kim's the farthest frame from ugly, Angelina. Get a mirror.
Hold on. I mean,
All right.
the clips of the beautiful people.
What about your third?
All the other clips look like security cam footage from Walmart.
Damn. From Walmart.
Or the before
All right.
and after pictures at a dermatologist's office
Jeez.
with just the before.
Oh.
Well, it's really nice to see you both too. Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back.
Perfect timing.
Hey, if you're probably too, welcome back. Hey, can I get the beautiful people versus MK Ultra? Just saying.
I always kind of wanted to see the beautiful people versus Lay Cool.
That's
and I know that probably would have been Josh's wet dream come true. Or modern day, the beautiful people versus Toxic Attraction.
Oh, God, JJ, that's too much beauty for one ring.
I could do more than just talk if you like.
Whoa, Gail, you're not dressed to compete. Come down. Wait a second. What the hell? Well, I mean, you go from the beautiful people of the past to the queers of the diva of the present. Here comes the Shell Show and the Shell Tourage.
Meh.
Yeah, Chriselle, again, I should have known Chriselle Shaw would come out here and steal the spotlight as only she can. I do find this kind of interesting, though.
I am so sorry that Gail is being quite rude to you.
Maybe Chriselle Shaw wants to be part of the beautiful people, or welcome her into her welcome them to her entourage. Pass.
Allow me?
Of course, I'm sure Michelle Shaw has no love lost with Gail Kim, considering how many opportunities Michelle Shaw has fallen short on. Insert number here.
Welcome back, beautiful people.
Yeah. It's a nice
Giselle
welcome.
would support the beautiful people.
Seriously though.
Of course she would. You kidding me?
Seriously say that without the beautiful people, there would be no quintessential diva.
Now that is accurate. The knockouts of today would not be about the knockouts of the past. That's a fact. You're looking at 3 of them in the ring.
You paved the way for knockouts like me. And I am truly honored.
Michelle Shaw still not champion
to have
in Impact
taken your
Wrestling.
spot.
Oh! Okay, she just hit a
Damn.
nerve. That was not a wise line. I feel like she's about to get it
I'm sorry. Did you say improved?
improved. Someone's about to get improved around here in a moment.
Yes, improved. I am PROVED, improved, having become or been made better.
And for those that don't know, look it up in the Oxford Dictionary.
Right?
I like this though. I like this. Can we book a tag? I want this knockouts tag match with that Evans and Giselle versus the beautiful people. I like this.
Tell me this, sister.
Oh boy.
Who exactly is so great from your generation?
That would be this woman. How if you hear me? Because here comes the juggernaut that finally beat her rival, Jordan Grace, who returned this past week, JJ, and finally beat the Virtuoso for the first time ever at Victory Road.
All right. It only took, what, 5 tries?
Yeah, but each time, boy, did they bring the fight out of each other.
Without doubt.
This could be interesting. Generational knockouts we're seeing here. And of course, Jordan Grace, Michelle Shaw, they've had wars over the Knockouts World Championship. Bam! ODB. Name drop. I wonder how her food truck's doing, or if she still does that. This is awesome.
I know, right?
Oh, God, Tara, yes! Brilliant.
Yes.
Yes! Hey, Tracy Brooks. Of course.
Unfortunately for everyone,
Huh? Everyone.
the other constant
The other constant.
is the annoying, vapid bitches.
Oh! Vapid? That's a word I haven't heard in a while. Oh, let's get some class in this scene, shall we? The knockout of this generation, main event D, the virtuosa Diana Perazzo. Stunning as ever. If you're going to talk knockouts, you damn sure have this woman in the conversation. The only one second to Gail Kim in her illustrious run as Knockouts World Champion. That is the
Noah.
definition of status quo, folks.
Noah, can we take a moment to breathe this in for a second? Jordan Grace, Giselle Shaw, and Deonna Purrazzo are sharing a ring with Gail Kim and the beautiful people.
Okay, I need a knockouts 6-tag.
And I'm
please.
sure the segment isn't even over yet.
No.
Like, take a moment and breathe this in. Did you ever think you would see something like this?
No. And this is why I love Impact Wrestling and other leaders of women's professional wrestling. As we live in the age of the virtuosa.
Josh, you've got some homework to do.
Young boy.
At the very least, go back and watch the 4 other matches, the 5-match series between those two women.
Damn right.
banger after banger.
And if my memory serves me correctly,
Ooh.
it started when I beat you for the knockout.
Oh, baby. Slammiversary 2020. Let's run it back. Oh, wait a second. Well, if you're gonna
Feel
talk
the
about
glow, Noah. Feel
well, I
the
guess then, if
glow.
you're going to talk about the knockouts, you might as well have the centerpiece of the division. That is their champion. You called it. Bring the rave. Trinity has arrived in the building. And in fact, Trinity, a WWE superstar former, came to Impact Wrestling. And look at what she's part of here on Impact 1000 as the champion.
Yeah, right?
Unfreaking believable.
I gotta say, seeing the promo between her, Deanna, and Jordan on the greatest moments and the debuts videos, I was like, damn. Deanna went there with the "you can't walk away" line. I was like, ooh, that was dirty, girl.
Hey, she wasn't. Hey, she put her on the spot. And for
I don't
Trinity
blame her.
to prove it to herself, she owned up to it. So mad props to both. This is awesome. Look at the summit, the amount of generational female talent we got in this ring. This is freaking awesome.
What do you think about this point, Noah?
When I feel I have a history like Drew, got fired, made a name for herself in Empire, eventually come back to W better than ever. It's a stretch because Drew McIntyre was never the cornerstone of Impact Wrestling. Deonna Purrazzo is literally the gem of the Knockouts division, 3 years running.
Granted, but I think to Matthew's point is with Drew coming to Impact, he became world champion for the first time there.
That's true.
And proved that he could carry the company on his back as champion.
Okay, I'll look. Like I said, WWE still undermines women's wrestling, in my opinion. But I'll hold Matthew to that. There's some truth to potential to that. If they do bad by the women's division, they'll buy more into it.
Jordan Grace looks bored standing in there while Trinity's talking.
Well, you know what Jordan Grace cares about, and it's not about none of the women. It's about what Trinity has in her hand. Damn! Oh! Standard bearer, that's right. 7-time. Oh, God. Uh-oh. Oh,
shit.
Awesome.
Business is picking up, Noah.
Hey, no kidding. That's awesome, Kong. The true original juggernaut of the Knockouts division. And look who's with her. Rasha Saeed. And we all remember how invaluable she was in the court of the former Knockouts World Champion. Oh, baby. And Awesome Kong. Jesus, Awesome Kong is huge. What?
The welcome back chants fill the arena.
Oh, damn. Rashi. Yes. See, Rasha, he came up with the term crush before Lana did with Rusev. Just saying. Oh, baby. Tara, come out here. Tara, I need Tara on my screen.
Right?
Someone come out here. I need to see someone confront Awesome Kong. Do it. Dare you. Do it. And Velvet Sky. What? Oh, all right, Tasha. This is bold even for you. A former Knockouts World Champion, Knockouts Tag Team Champion. Tasha Steele's bringing that flavor to this fire. Look at this. This is the women's division wrestling industry. Learn something. I agree, Marshall, but this is awesome. Woman that won the first ever Women's Ultimate X, might I add.
Ooh.
And beat Mickey James for the Knockouts World Championship because of that opportunity.
With all this generation then, generation now, generation forever talk.
Yeah.
All this generation talk don't mean a thing without generation flavor.
And my friend King at ATW would absolutely agree. Although he misses that fire that used to be with her.
Which is why your girl will be the 5th member
Oh,
of Team Beautiful People.
Tasha Steele's the 5th member of Team Beautiful People? Okay.
And so there are others, and of course, my girl Deanna Purrazzo.
And mutual respect between those two. All right, so we got the one side, Phil, but who's on the other side?
Now, summing all this stuff here tonight,
Huh.
it seems like every one of you want to be the best knockout, right? You all want to be the best. But one thing you can't be is the greatest that beats the greatest.
Say her name, she shall appear. I think I know what's coming next, JJ.
Since I am the greatest that beats the greatest, how about next week?
Who do you think? Say it before the music hits.
I'm just going to leave it alone. You know how I feel. I'm hardcore. Oh, I would not buck up to... Caught it! Caught it! Caught it! Oh, shit, she's back! Mickey James! The hits just keep on coming, JJ, and we're not talking about Billboard Top 100. We're talking about a trailblazer across multiple promotions and a former multiple-time Knockouts World Champion who also beat the Virtuoso twice, Mickey James. Hardcore Country is back in the Impact Zone. And I don't think Deanna Purrazzo looks happy.
Oh no. Remember, Noah, she
Oh.
had to surrender her title earlier this year when she suffered that injury going into WrestleMania weekend.
And she said, Grace Purrazzo, it's your time now. Well, I guess time's up. Welcome back, Mickey James. Hell yeah. No.
No.
Look at me, Tasha, or try to convince somebody that I am the greatest because straight out of the horse's mouth. What'd you say?
Ooh, that's true.
I am the greatest. That's right. Thanks, Shucks.
Yeah, nice job, Tasha, endorsing Mickey James. Straight out of the horse's mouth, quite literally. Welcome back, Mickey.
So all I can really say is hardcore country is back.
Hell yeah!
And if you hadn't noticed, this is your public service announcement, okay?
A public service announcement.
That I am officially the 5th member
I caught it! I caught it!
of Champ Trinity.
Team Trinity.
Jordan Grace and the awesomest.
Look at this summit of 10 women we're going to see wrestle next week, JJ. Jordan Grace, Gail Kim, Awesome Khan, Trinity, and Mickey James versus freaking beautiful people, Angela Love, Velvet Sky, Quintessential Diva Michelle Shaw, Deanna Purrazzo, and Tasha Steele in 10 knockouts action.
This is awesome. What a way to start off the 1000th episode of Impact.
Oh boy. This is history.
Make no mistake about it, next week is going to be a fight.
Damn right.
Guarantee, ladies, it's going to be the greatest fight in Knockouts history.
The greatest fight in Knockouts history, as christened by Mickey James. What a summit.
That's
what
awesome.
a gathering. What a field set up. next week. Give it to me now. 10 knockouts action. 5-on-5. Legends, icons, champions all collide next week. The Knockouts division at its highest summit. What? You're JJ.
AMW and Eric Young. Oh, and that's son of a gun, Santino Marella.
Hey, what?
Shark Boy.
Freaking broke the glass. Broke the glass and he walked in. Oh, shell yeah. Oh, God. Wait, what? What? Shark Boy. Shark Boy, Deputy Director of Authority. Shell, yeah. What the hell's happening? All right. Well, we know Chris Harris doesn't drink. Anyway, Joya! For the first time in 5 years. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Well, we see the field gathered on the outside of the ring. That can only mean one thing. First off, Joya. Can I get a Joya? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Impact Wrestling 1000, by the way. Apologies for not introducing ourselves. I am the man of the Simple Brand, the voice of JMN, and my name is Noah Foster. With me tonight is the Renegade of Wrestling, JJ Williams. And right now we got Joya freaking bleeding a choreograph here at Impact 1000 as it's time for Feast or Fired, where there is a World, an X, and a tag title opportunity at hand, and a pink slip, and a triangle. And and a French-Canadian Frankenstein. Because you cannot kill what won't die. For JJ, he's still alive. What the hell can put this man down?
Silver Bullet.
Oh, my gosh. And PCO apparently the final entrant in this Feast or Fire field. I want you to take a look at the participants around ringside, JJ. We got Brian Myers. We got Johnny Swinger. We got, good grief, Sheldon Jean, Kushida, Crazy Steve, Moose. Oh, boy. The future
You're not
of your
alone,
career,
Mansfield. I don't get it either.
The future of your career and the future of a championship opportunity hangs in the balance, and PCO already. What the hell? And PCO just threw himself through the ropes because why the hell not? And Feast or Fire is underway. For those that don't know, there are 4 briefcases suspended high above the ring on truss in each corner. Grab a briefcase and you take a chance on your future, but you win Feast or Fire. Feast or Fire, you can be fired or given a championship opportunity. And this again is the 8th match, Feast or Fired, in this company's history. The first one was all the way back in 2007 at Turning Point. People that have thrived out of this include Moose. People that have been fired from this include EC3. I mean, I understand.
Out there.
Yeah, go ahead, JJ. Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
No, you're good. I was just trying to point out some of the other people out there. Continue.
Yeah. No, you're fine. I mean, yeah, you see the other people out here. We got the good hands, Jason Hodge and John Schuyler. Steve Macklin, Alpha Bravo, a.k.a. Johnny Bravo, and I'm not talking about the Cartoon Network cartoon, folks. We got Kevin Knight and Kushida. Whoa, what a drop kick. I have the hiccups in case you're all wondering. And right now, Kushida, who again just fell short at Victory Road for the X Division title against Leo Rush. We got Laredo Kid in the ring right now. This is just a cluster F if I've ever seen one. And speaking of things that we enjoy, can I get a no? It's Chris about jumping up with me as we welcome in Mighty Dattila. Dattila, welcome to Impact 1000 Virtual Event, and Feast or Fire is underway.
Yeah. Sorry, I just came in. You know.
No, you're fine. And I want to appreciate JJ for being in your seat, waiting for you to arrive. But it's good to have you here. As again, Dattila, be honest with me, have you seen a Feast or Fire match before? Or have you looked into the history of it at all?
I have not seen a Feast or Fire match before. This is my first time ever.
Oh my! So again, as I said on the pre-show just moments ago, Feast or Fire, you take a chance to get a chance opportunity or a pink slip. There's an X Division, a World Championship, a Tag Team Championship, and a pink slip amongst those 4 briefcases. Nobody knows what's in any case, but as soon as you grab one, you win and hit the bricks until they're revealed either, I guess, later tonight or next week. And I've seen people like LA Knight, EC3, Moose, Velvet Sky, Robbie E, affected by these briefcases.
Give me 1 second.
Go ahead. You're good. Some in a positive, some in a negative way. King Mike here with the Moose chance. Josh, you don't have to understand, Joe Heavy. Just got to believe. Oh, wait a minute. He's got to get down. We got somebody with a briefcase in hand here. And Chris Bay has just grabbed the first briefcase. Oh, John McGresham looking for the dodge. Oh, my God. And both feet touch the floor, which means that briefcase is secure. Chris Bay has claimed briefcase number 3. Feast or Fire continues here on Impact 1000. Chris Bay, I really hope that's not a pig slip, bro. You got too much talent. Happy Thursday, by the way, folks. As we got 3 briefcases left here, folks. Again, I also want to give a shout out to everybody out in the chat. Please like, share, comment, tell a friend. Use the hashtag Impact1000. Share with your friends. Be part of the conversation. JJ, welcome back to this Cluster F. 1 briefcase down, 3 to go.
And Chris Bay surprises me by getting it, Definitely more thought of as a tag team wrestler. It'll be interesting to see if he ends up with the tag title shot or if he gets an X Division or world title shot.
And to your point, JJ, Chris Bay is a former X Division champion.
Did not know that.
The more you know. Bhander Guncher has yet to win a championship, had a chance at the Digital Media Championship in a ladder match against Brian Myers, but Brian Myers taped him to the ladder so he couldn't climb up it. Laredo Kid has had multiple chances at the X Division title. And right now, both these men going head to Bhander Guncher. I don't like this look.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, you're fine. Meanwhile, guys, I think we're about to get Pyramid about to collapse. Look at this massive humanity. And there's Keith and Sammy. Oh, no. Oh, boy.
Oh, wow. That tower gym spot is...
Oh, gosh! Let the bodies hit the floor. I know it's not ECW, but 5 bodies just crashed on the freaking ring. Jesus.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go back and rewatch this match from the beginning.
And Sami Callihan, former Impact World Champion, squared off against Heath Slater, former Impact Tag Team Champion. Crazy Steve, who has yet to win a championship in Impact Wrestling. Double drop kick, but did win over Black Taurus at 50 Road. There's Johnny Swinger. So help me, Johnny Swinger gets another championship.
Johnny Swinger's in this?
Yes, he is. I'm going to lose my crap if he wins again. And Johnny Bravo, or Alpha Bravo, excuse me, preventing Johnny Swinger from climbing. Why is Johnny Swinger in this?
You know what? I heard his contract was due to expire. So if anyone's might get the fire briefcase, I could definitely see it being Johnny Swinger.
Okay.
Also heard something about Heath Slater's contract also expiring.
And what about Crazy Steve? Because Crazy Steve just grabbed number 1. All he's got to do is just land both feet on the floor. And Crazy Steve has claimed the second briefcase. Johnny Bravo, though, in hot pursuit. Oof. And Crazy Steve trapped in the ring with Brian Myers and Moose. Wait a minute.
What does this mean? What does this mean? Like,
it means that unless he leaves the ring and both feet hit the floor, that briefcase is still up for grabs, but that crazy clown has a fork.
Did he just stab Brian Myers with the fork?
Oh, God, yes, he did, in the ribs. Oh, jeez. Hey, Moose, is that briefcase worth losing your ribs? This guy is legit psycho, and he's legally blocked. Wow, Moose is literally letting Crazy Steve just walk away. That's very noble. Or maybe, the Crush by Power of Valor. Crazy Steve has claimed the second briefcase, number 1, in hand.
Wow.
And now we're down to 2 cases. Also, Brian Myers might need medical attention because, he literally stabbed the man in the freaking ribs. What the hell? And Moose up in the ring by himself now, looking to grab briefcase number 2. And then we got Steve Macklin, who, again, what a war with him and Josh Alexander. Looking to tag him back. Oh, and the crosshairs. That looked a little bit below the belt, in my opinion. KIA! Double underhook DDT. Aggression falling in. And Gunther running knee strike. Everybody's just crashing into each other.
Is that Jay Vidal? Jay Vidal's in this too?
Yeah, Jay Vidal's in this. That's correct. Obviously trying to win someone for the Entourage.
Oh.
Right now, Jay Vidal, this is the most I've seen him about it. Oh!
It's Swigger and Jay Vidal.
Why is this a thing in 2023? This is the
Hey,
definition of
why are
ham
you
and
hating
eggers.
on Swinger?
I'm not hating on Swinger. I'm just thinking this is weird, Dattila. It's the 80s, freaking 43 years later. Oh, the clap. And I'm not talking about the Macarena. A good choice, bad choice. Johnny Bravo looking to go up and grab a briefcase. Now he's grabbing that for himself or Dirty Dango?
Probably for Dirty Dango.
Wouldn't surprise me. Sammy Callahan, different plans though.
Thumbs up.
Yep.
Thumbs down.
And we all know what that leads to, as I'm about
Cactus
to see
Driver
what you just
97.
saw. Cactus Driver 97. Whoa! Slingshot Spear by Skyler. One half of the good hands. Kushida now trying to pull the play.
Crossbody.
Kushida falling short, of course, off the second rope. Good God, the height of Kevin Knight. I think you're slightly ahead of me, so that's it. That's all right. It's all good. Again, so we talk about feast or fire. Just think about this. It's like Money in the Bank. You call your shot, but you risk being fired. Out of this entire field, who needs a shot the most, particularly at any championship? Oh,
yeah.
And so far, we've had 2 cases grabbed.
Black Taurus with that spine buster.
Big spine buster by Black Taurus. Black Taurus has had multiple chances at the X Division Championship and fallen short. Laredo Kid up and over. Oh, Canadian Destroyer!
The standing ovation?
I believe.
There's Yuya.
Up on the shoulder.
Oh, one-hit wonder.
Hey, Joe Henry has had more than one-hit wonders, but that one-hit wonder might be enough for Joya to seize the opportunity.
Come on, Joya.
Do you believe? And Joe Henry playing defense until he climbs the truss and grabs the briefcase. Uh-oh, Sammy Callahan. Just dropped him.
He's going to jump off the ring. He's going to jump off the ring.
He got it. He's got it.
Not entirely. He's still in the ring. He's still in the ring.
He's got both feet got to hit the floor. And Callahan, though, scouting him. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Wait a minute. Whoa, good pass.
Oh, my God. He's playing hot potato.
Give him a keep away. Oh. And William, run, man, run. William has secured it. William has secured the third briefcase, number 4 in hand of one half of Joya.
Wait, so that was 1 and 4. So what's left? 2 and 3?
I think there's only one briefcase left, if I'm counting correctly. I think it's number 3, actually. I think you might be right there. PCO and Macklin were doing hostilities. Remember these two faced each other in that war at Under Siege? Busted each other beyond all belief?
Mm-hmm.
The blood was shed.
Good match.
So damn heavy. Yeah, it was a very good match. All the cinder blocks, too. If you want to get more great takes from Dattila, please follow her channel, Raiders of Wrestling, and her weekly Impact Wrestling reviews and all of other things, all things wrestling, and Power Rangers, too. Courtesy of the JMN Multiverse Media. We appreciate you,
Thanks for the plug.
Yeah, I tried. I don't think JMN is going to fake... Oh, I don't think JMN is going to fake PCO for this. Ah! Oh, God! Oh, man, that's getting choke slam across the border.
Wait, so I only saw Crazy Steve, Yuya, get briefcases.
Chris Bay grabbed the very first briefcase. PCO looking to grab the very last one. Number 2 might be in hand. But now let's see if Sammy Callahan has anything to say about Oh, God, no. No. Oh, my Lord! And PCO crashed by first on the apron, not by his own demeanor. Wow, a spear! Levels Callahan on the apron. Now Black Taurus looking to ascend. Kushida, nice running handstand kick. I mean, we all know how Kushida can handle a multi-person environment. He won Ultimate Access Slammiversary.
Yeah, but how do they know what they win?
They don't. They have to. They'll all be revealed at the same time. I imagine it's later tonight or next week. Good God, the leaping ability of Kevin Knight.
Was that a double Hurricanrana?
That was an assisted Hurricanrana, correct. But it's a time for Kevin Knight to reach new heights and claim that briefcase. Oh, and Macklin says it
No, don't tell
crashes
me.
down to earth. Again, you got to pick your spots.
Oh, he.
Right time, right opportunity. The ultimate risk for the greatest chance. And Heath Slater coming in. Oh, man, the Rebels just throwing fists. Again, all the rumor speculation about contract this, contract that. I would not count Heath out. What a power slam. And Marshall right now on the Moose bandwagon, hoping that Moose grabs a briefcase, but it looks like he might be procuring the last one, folks. Oh, gets going to grab it. Oh, Macklin, though. Macklin. Uh-oh. This is not going to end well for somebody. How is Macklin even fighting this hard after the war he had with Josh Alexander literally a week ago? Oh! Just drop face first in the top turnbuckle. This might be Macklin's chance. Reaching for the case. And Macklin has unhooked it. He just has to lay on the floor. Oh, a briefcase to the head. But Macklin still has to get out of the ring, though. And now Macklin trying to find any opening. He's got to fight his way. No doubt. No stranger to fighting an army, clearly. Oh, boy. Hey, wait a minute. What?
It's Rhino. Rhino's back.
What the hell? Rhino? The Rhino was taken out by Macklin. Gore! Oh, my God. That briefcase went flying.
Moose got it.
Moose grabbed it. Moose is the winner. Moose has grabbed the final briefcase. Right place, right time, Attila. Rhino just lost Macklin. What a gore and what a return. Revenge seeked. Macklin destroyed, and Moose claims the opportunity. Moose, Chris Bay, Crazy Steve. And look at this. Keeping Rhino back together in Impact Wrestling.
I didn't see when Bay won the briefcase, so I have to go back and rewatch this match.
Well, get ready for Team Free Diaz. They are in action. That is coming up next. Meanwhile, we'll go backstage with GM Miller, Chris Sam on this literally non-stop stream of Impact Wrestling. Jesus. Okay, well, we got a brief interview. JJ, your thoughts on Feast or Fire this time around? Good Lord.
I called Joya getting a briefcase.
Yeah, I'm scared, though.
Wow.
Believe it or not, Datilla, I told Noah that I thought that Joya's been getting such a push that they should get a briefcase with the tag title shot.
Wow, it's kind of hard to believe.
Do you believe?
I do believe.
Whether I like, don't like, believe, don't believe, I can respect the fact that they've been getting a solid push, and the best way to further that push would be for them to get the briefcase with the tag title shot.
Yeah.
I agree. And hopefully that's the case. Meanwhile, back inside the ring, we got what the hell are these guys doing here? What? Raheem Ajou? When did he come back? The former X Division champion. The Desi Hit Squad reunited Impact 1000, Datilla.
He liked my tweet once.
All right, well, this is interesting. I mean, the guy that was all about opportunity.
Is this really how they're going to use the Dudleys?
I think so.
I think so, brother. Hey, maybe we just want to go for a table.
Yeah, yep, there you go.
Oh, there's that theme. Drop the bomb. It's time for some tag team wrestling with the OGs. Team 3D is back. 23-time tag team champions. Bully Ray and Devon. That is so damn awesome. You know the war that these two teams have been on in their career. straight out of the NYC, Team 3D.
This is
Okay,
not the team I was expecting.
No, JJ, I thought Jada was on point. America's Most Wanted. I mean, I was running down the tag teams. You figure about the tag team then and now. You figure about America's Most Wanted. The North, LAX, British Invasion, Team Canada, Beer Money, the Morrissey Machine Guns. I mean, again, you talk about tag team wrestling. How do you not have Team 3D at the top?
Right.
Former WWF World Tag, WCW, WWE, IWGP, and TNA, just to name a few, multiple time over tag team champions in any promotion they've been in. And look at Devon, man. Look at the emotion on his face. Put it up, folks.
Devon 3D.
I'm sure we're going to get a free D here in a moment. I guarantee you that. Do you know who they are? It looks like that's our tag team match here. Referee Frank Gustav.
Not the tag team match I expected.
No, not really. But hey, if it means one of them goes for a table, I'll be happy because I need to see two fans, a what's up and a free for a table. And then this match will accomplish everything I expected. And there's a table chance already. I need to see Bully Ray in that trance when he sit out and looking into space. Like he did with Dixie Carter a few years ago in the ballroom. Or Manhattan Center. I forget the building. Apologies. Again, Team 3D, Bully Ray, of course, a former Impact World Champion. Speaking of Impact Wrestling, Attila, you and I will be covering our first Impact pay-per-view, Bound for Glory, October 21st.
Should be fun.
And of course, we know Will Ospreay will be part of the festivities. And there'll be two chances to see him as he'll also be part of the Bound for Glory Fallout. If you're in the Chicago area, please take a chance on Impact Wrestling. I know AEW is the whole professional wrestling, quote unquote. Impact Wrestling was the original alternative. The dog even agrees. Don't sleep in Impact Wrestling. That's the way I'm going to close Impact from now on. Oh, the knee. An overhead shot by Brother Devon. Not Reverend Devon. He's calling my name. Everyone remember that?
You see hear my dog?
Yeah, I hear your dog, Sully. Your dog seems to get excited. Whoa, a double clothesline. Team 3D in action after what? 7 years? Tag. And meanwhile, oh, nice elevated net breaker there. Yeah, keep in mind, we don't talk about the aces and eights, all right? We don't talk about that for a reason. It's like we don't talk about Bruno. And the only reason I know that song is because my little Ella had me watch that movie. Blech. Anyway, I said what I said. Ugh, I still don't believe in magic or Disney. I believe in Joe Hendry. Whoa, overhead Beal. That was a hard landing.
We might have to make you sing We Don't Talk About Bruno, Noah.
Don't get me started, JJ. I'm in a good mood tonight. Damn it. And right now, you see Champagne Singh, as he calls himself, one half of the Desi Hit Squad in the ring. Tad Rahit Raju, former Exhibition Champion. You remember all the shenanigans? He made sure he stayed Exhibition Champion for a good period of time after fooling Chris Bage, Attila. Oof.
I actually was not watching Impact at that time.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Yeah, former one-time Exhibition Champion after playing Chris Bay for a fool. Oh, God, what a spear. And that's what you get from mocking Bully Ray. And Rahit cut in half there. I see Rahit back on screen. Tad to Devon to meet Singh in the middle of the ring. I mean, Attila, if you were booking Team 3D, what tag team would you want to see them face in this day and age of Impact Wrestling?
Honestly, too bad Ethan Page is not a part of Impact anymore. I would have loved to see them face the North.
I mean, I think the North saw the longest reigning Impact World Tag Team Champions, if my recollection is correct, because they held them for like a year.
Yeah, I think they are.
And meanwhile, Devon, whoa, man, big spine buster. Here's the cover, hook in the near leg kill, saved by Rahit Rajul. Rahit looking for the opportunity to get back in this match, but he might regret it. Uh-oh. There's the scoop slam. Hey, Attila, 2 thumbs up. And you know what time it is. If you don't know, allow me to say it. Wait for it. Turn him around. Devon Scout the target. Give him left, right.
What's
What's up? Oh, right where the sun don't shine. Oh, man. And D-Bomb with the last rights can only mean one thing. I mean, D-Bomb!
Get the tables!
Get the tables indeed! This is Impact 1000. I need to see some wood broken. The team that defined the table in tag team wrestling. I mean, who gives a hell if this is a normal match? It's Team 3D. You don't have Team 3D on your screen in Impact Wrestling unless you put somebody through a table. Throw the rule book out the window, referee. It's not a glass table. It's not a flaming table. Just traditional wooden table.
So who's going to the table? Shira? I mean, Singh?
I mean, why not? He can pop a bottle afterwards. 3D! 3D! Here's the cover! 1, 2, Team 3D succeeds!
That's no surprise they won.
I mean, I know I'm surprised by the result, but it's still fun to see Team 3D back on screen, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Team 3D still looking as good as ever, but there is a calling card in the middle of the ring they haven't used yet. To your point. And now, of course, we celebrate a win. How? By putting somebody through a table, right? I mean, it's traditional 3D fashion, you know? Well, Rakid, I hope coming back to Impact was worth. Oh no. Oh no. Classic Team 3D. Bubba bomb through a table.
His name dropped
Incoming.
Dixie Carter.
Yeah, the exact same way they did to Dixie Carter. Goodbye, Rakid. Ah, planted. And that is how you welcome Team 3D on Impact Wrestling 1000.
Yeah.
Team 3D reigns supreme still in the tag team division at Impact 1000. What a moment. And look at that embrace.
Yeah.
That brothers for life, as we know. Whoa, what the heck? Oh, the Rascals. Trey Miguel and Zachary Wentz. Shenanigans galore, as I already alluded to. The disrespect. There you go.
Shouldn't be a problem. 2 you, 1 of me, and seeing as I'm 10 pounds lighter, right?
How about there you say, buck up, see what happens. Don't forget, Trey, you have an Impact World Championship opportunity.
Yeah, that's next week, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, but Josh is up next. As we welcome in the Heartbeat, the Standard, the Iron Man of Impact Wrestling, and the longest reigning Impact World Champion in this company's history, Josh Alexander. After surviving a first-time war, and I do mean war quite literally, with Steve Macklin 1 week ago, risking further injury on that surgery-repaired left tricep, Josh Alexander proved why he is Impact Wrestling and now comes out to celebrate on Impact 1000. He actually surpassed Bobby Roode, which was the second longest reign. So Josh Alexander only has the shortest, but the longest reign as Impact World Champion. And again, just so we talked about during our call, that match was pinnacle. In my opinion, that match cemented Josh Alexander as the #1 contender for the Impact World Championship. And I wonder if he's going to talk about that. Let's see what's on the Walking Weapons mind or agenda.
I think it's too soon for them to do Alex Shelley versus Josh. That's just my opinion.
I mean, at this point, it feels like it's the best match to book for Bound for Glory. But we also got to consider, is Alex Shelley going to get through Trey Miguel next week? Trey Miguel has never been Impact World Champion. We'll talk more about that next week.
I don't think it's ever going to stop being a little bit surreal to me.
And we all heard how much this man's journey to get to this point has endured.
And you see the walking weapon, you see longest reigning world champion this company's ever seen.
As I said, longer than AJ Styles, longer than Sting, Kurt Angle, longer than friggin' Bobby Roode.
Every ounce of blood, sweat, and tears I have to be the very best.
And he pushed himself to his limits and beyond. 336 days, 27 defenses, Dattila.
21 plus years since this
Yeah.
I mean, just like everybody sitting in this
Again, he has defended that title against Kazarian, Kenta, Tomoyoshi E, Alex Shelley, Eddie Edwards, Eric Young, Speedball Mike Bailey to a near 60-minute draw, just to name a few.
Don't forget Tamahiro Ishii and Charlie Haas.
That Charlie Haas was freaking out of nowhere. That's awesome still. But again, we're here to celebrate Impact Wrestling, and Josh Alexander, he would be rather dead than not be there. It is his home, quite literally.
I'll be back.
You're good. I think he discovered this when he was 15 years old.
celebrating 1,000 episodes.
1,000 episodes. Eat Your Heart Out series that couldn't do that. Insert name here. I think that's more than The Simpsons.
You wouldn't believe this right now. I'm all grown up. And I stand here as the man who never lost his
Oh,
championship.
that's right. You never lost it. You had to relinquish it.
Make that right.
Did I make it right? Whoa, well, speaking of the championship, here comes the champion himself. And another OG of TNA and Impact Wrestling. Detroit powered, one half of the Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley. Alex Shelley, who says he now fights for his generation, overcoming the likes of Magnus, aka freaking Nick Aldis, and of course, most recently overcoming Steve Maclin to get the title in the first place. He has proven that he is anything but transitional. Even overcoming Hiroshi Tanahashi at Multiverse United 2. Alex Shelley had to know this match was coming. Oh, yeah. Oh. We did see that fallout.
You to wrap your head around the fact that this is not yours anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
I need you to understand that if anybody
I wonder if Alex Shelley is more so convincing himself. He has the title, but he doesn't have that victory.
It's gonna be me.
All right. Well, wouldn't it be 1,000 episodes without the Impact World Championship on screen?
You're welcome.
Okay, I'm back.
You're good. You're welcome.
You're welcome
Welcome for what?
for the hard work that I put in to
Ooh.
make sure that you have a place
Ooh.
to earn some sort of living. That you
I mean, to be fair, Alex Shelley is no G. He and the Motor City Machine Guns, paparazzi, individuals, rivalries, doesn't matter. He has been part of the long haul of Impact's history. He did set the groundwork. It's a fact. But I think Shelley's got a little bit hot at the collar.
for doing what you did for the past 21 years. There's nobody that's a bigger fan of Alex Shelley than me.
Remember last year when Alex Shelley said, "There's your Alex Shelley autograph, Josh," ahead of the match at Emergence? I'm just saying.
What autographs? What are you talking about?
Last year that's right, you weren't watching at the time. Last year ahead of Emergence, they had a contract signing. It was Alex Shelley that influenced Josh Alexander to be a professional wrestler. And during that contract signing, Alex Shelley said, "There's your Alex Shelley autograph, Josh." And what did Alex Shelley get from Josh at Emergence at the time? A loss for the Impact World Championship.
Yeah.
Damn, called him a mark.
Huh.
Again, he did it his own way. He was not part of the mold. He made the mold out of himself.
Oh.
Yeah, the most title reigns at 6. You're all right, Marshall, but not the most days as champion. In the single run, especially. Accurate. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Whoa. Okay, get one-upsmanship here, apparently. I like this.
You have more experience than me. You've been here longer than me. You've made an impression on these fans for a longer time than me. Hell, you're a great champion.
Great
You've
champion.
had so many defenses, right? Tanahashi, Steve Macklin, the list goes on.
Nick Aldis.
I give credit where credit's due. But what's
Yep.
that one world championship match you had that you didn't win?
That's right. Against the very man.
last year.
At Emergence, as I said.
Are you echoing or am I the one echoing? Because I
I
can
don't
hear
think
an
I'm
echo.
echoing. No, I don't hear no echo. Am I echoing on your end? I don't hear you
I
echoing.
hear
on my
it.
end. Weird. Bueller. Pigs in space. There's no echo on my end. I'll tell you that much.
This isn't your story.
Ooh.
I am the main character in Josh.
Oh, wow.
Okay. This is not Legend of Zelda, but damn.
I want that match too. You know why? Because it's gonna prove to you
Oh boy.
and to me that I'm better than you.
And you know it.
You want this match?
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Here right now. We can do this anywhere.
Hey, let's do it
Oh, the
tonight.
Rascals.
I want to call it. Oh, come on. God bless it. These freaking rapscallions, the Rascals.
You know what
Saturday,
this
Wednesday,
means?
Pacific,
You know what this means? We're gonna probably get a tag team match player. Holla.
Yeah, you know what? You very well might be right. But also, let's not keep in mind, Alex Shelley defends the title next week against Trey Miguel. And Josh Alexander, whoa. Again, these two need to stay out of this damn business. Doesn't concern them. Alex Shelley, Josh Alexander, eye to eye. They are not stepping away from each other. Oh, and again, clubbing shot.
Oh, and Shelly just left.
Yeah, Shelley's not even helping him. And again, how much did that loss stick in the craw of Alex Shelley, Datilla? And now look at this. Oh, the handstand kick right to the face of Josh Alexander. We are honored the past. We look forward to the future, today and the present. And Alex Shelley can't get over it, clearly. And Shelley has one priority, Datilla, and that is proving why he is the guy in Impact Wrestling. He is the champion. Again, we talked about the Voice of Machine Guns. Let's not forget the other half still to come tonight. Looking to become a 10-time record exhibition champion against Leo Rush. But coming up next, it's mixed tag team action as Eddie Edwards and Alicia Edwards, the ride or die couple, take on Frank Kazarian and the Knockout OG, Tracy Brooks. That was ridiculous.
Hi, Shark Boy.
Yeah, there's Shark Boy. Someone hearing an echo. Raymond apparently hears an echo. It's not in his head. Again, I'm not hearing an echo, so I don't know how anyone's hearing an echo. Oh. Ooh. Wait a minute. Wait, did he just book Zachary Wentz and Josh Alexander one-on-one or Trey Miguel and Josh one-on-one? Kenny King. Oh, wow. Kenny King is furious. He is the director of a party. Oh, boy. Kenny King, you're not the boss. Apparently, Kenny King never heard of Shark Boy. Oh, my bad. Anyway. Wait, Kenny King versus Eric Young?
Next week?
All right. Well, again, another Impact OG, and it must have been my TV. Sorry about that. Either way, you can watch it on YouTube. So there you go. Well, again, there's no rest for the weary, and the business still continues to unfold here. It's now an Impact 1000 as the Ride or Die couple look to seek some revenge after Alicia Edwards came short up against Trinity. These two that, of course, been part of Impact Wrestling since 2017. Eddie Edwards, a former Impact World Champion and Impact Tag Team Champion. Alicia Edwards, no championships in her career. But again, They are the ride or die couple. They have decided to grow together or rule together. Not try to make one better than the other, but try to literally work with each other. And we saw how close it came to Alicia trying to steal the Knockouts World Championship from Trinity. Of course, the original knockout, Tracy Brooks, made sure that was not going to happen, Tatsila.
Yeah, no, I definitely do think Tracy Brooks is going to win this match.
Damn. Well, again, Tracy Brooks, knockout OG, if you know what I mean. She used to manage the likes of Bobby Roode when he used to roll solo. She was also part of the first ever knockout Queen of the Cage match and Makeover Battle Royale, take that for what you will, and enforced her own law and order in what she called Knockout Law. And now Tracy Brooks tags alongside, you guessed it, freaking Kazarian tonight in mixed tag team action. I believe this is our first match in, dadgum, how long now? It's got to be at least freaking, 10 years or something like that?
Miss
Not
Brooks?
put test marker. It's been a long time since I've seen her in action, I'll tell you that much.
Oh, I think they just said 12 years.
So there you go. Again, what's old is new. We celebrate the past tonight, Datsila, and Frigazarian and Tracy Brooks are looking to finally move forward past Alicia and Eddie Edwards here in mixed tag team action. Referee Allison Lee, our official for this contest here. And of course, we saw a personal that's got particularly. Hey, okay, hold on. Don't insult the kid's son. Seriously, dude. Have you not made this personal enough? We saw what happened at Killer Kowalski's school when Eddie Edwards couldn't even honorably beat Kazarian. He had to use his wife. What does that show? What type of man is Eddie Edwards when he can't even get a win on his own, when he tried to settle a personal score? And then we saw what happened. He inadvertently shoved the kendo stick, and I believe it was rightfully deserved. And then Alicia Edwards got what she deserved. This has been a whole back and forth game. The bottom line is this. Eddie Edwards has not beaten Kazarian on his own in this entire rivalry. Ooh. Okay, here we go.
Oh, my God.
That's how you bitch. That's how you slap a bitch. And Tracy Brooks just trying to tear the weave out of Alicia Edwards. And Kazarian,
Alicia deserves it, though, after everything she's done to Frankie.
I mean, to be fair, you pissed off a mother. What's more angry, a wife or a mom? And Tracy Brooks, again, you don't be a freaking valet for the likes of Bobby Roode without knowing to have a bit of a mean streak. I'm just saying. Or business partner, excuse me. She was a business partner of Roode Industries, I believe it was called. Eddie Edwards took Kazarian. Oh! The snap suplex on the floor. Things just breaking down here tonight in Impact 1000 as Tracy Brooks right now brought back inside the ring. I believe the women are legal. This is mixed tag team action. The women fight the women. The men fight the men. And I believe the last time we saw Alicia and Eddie Edwards in mixed tag team action was against Angela Love and Davey Richards. And why they did win that
match
bout
day one, right? Oh,
yeah, that was the match. That was the match they won a while back. Again, these two claiming that they wave the Impact Wrestling banners. They are green with envy like they're Titantron. I still think Boston, by the way, and New York don't like each other based on this crowd reaction I'm hearing.
Oh, no, my internet went down.
Uh-oh. Technical difficulties. Can you try to refresh? Oh, paintbrush him in the face. There's a tag to Kazarian. You just keep me posted, pal. The shoulder block over the top. Kazarian, of course, I believe 5 or 6-time X Division champion. I don't think Eddie Edwards has held the X Division championship. Oh, yeah, kick to the back. Whoa, almost took a cheap shot at Alicia. Up and around. Blood Thunder Bomb! And that will slow down the momentum for now. This match continues on Impact 1000 commercial-free stream, folks. Stay tuned.
Commercial-free? Oh, yeah.
Again, YouTube. Oh, and Alicia, cheap shot against Frigazarian. That is not wise to piss off the Full Metal Rebel. Again, this is how personal this has gotten. And Frigazarian would never hit a woman, all right? I'm just saying. But again, Eddie Edwards instigating Frigazarian, while Alicia further instigates him from the corner. Big chop. Two students formerly of Killer Kowalski. We see them tag. We see them rival. The battles between these two at against all odds. Oh my! What a friggin' back body drop and Slammiversary. Eddie Edwards in the cover, the 1 count only. Of course, Frank Kazarian, he came back to Impact Wrestling, as we know, to fulfill what he called his legacy. Raise this company to new heights and become the Impact World Champion. A feat Eddie Edwards has accomplished. Whoop. And back in there, and a backstabber. Jeff knows, and that's right. You are absolutely right, King Mike. Again, folks, this is our coverage of Impact Wrestling 1000 Part 1. As, of course, this will occur over the next 2 weeks, so this week and next week. Oh, and Alicia drops Tracy Brooks face first on the apron. Again, please like, subscribe, comment, tell a friend if you're enjoying the conversation. If you want to dictate the conversation, super chats, as simple as that. Appreciate all y'all's viewership. And again, do not sleep at Impact Wrestling. We are at 1,000, and as far as I'm concerned, we're only just getting started. A DDT by Alicia to Frank Kazarian to the floor from the apron. And he never saw it because of Eddie Edwards. Again, the 2-on-1. Oh, God, give me a break. Go to Motel 6 with that bullshit. God. There's a place and time for that, and it's not on Impact Wrestling. Especially with someone as vile as you two. Ugh. And Allison, once again, admonishing Eddie Edwards, bringing him back inside the ring before the 10 count. Kazarian right now trying to get back in this, squaring up against Eddie Edwards. Killer Kelly with the friggin' beautiful people. Okay, I need this trio in my life, please and thank you. As a shot. And right now you see Eddie Edwards locking up against friggin' Kazarian up in the ropes. And Alicia, again, Alicia, cheap shot, cheap tactic. Again, behind the official the entire time. And Tracy Brooks can do nothing about it. It's been a much more one-sided match here as Natilla tries to figure out her internet, folks. She'll be back here momentarily, I believe, for our main event, which will be for the X Division Championship as this Impact 1000 stream continues. JJ, welcome back to the booth. Again, you see this personal warfare between two real-life wrestling couples taking center stage here at Impact Wrestling 1000. Eddie Edwards controlling Kazarian in the corner. Your boy.
Yeah, it's not the first time we've seen wrestling couples go at it toe-to-toe. You think about John Cena and Nikki Bella versus The Miz and Maurice a few years back. But seeing this confrontation, especially with the history that's been developing between Kazarian and Eddie Edwards.
Oof.
Okay, I'm back.
You're good. Again, former students of Killer Kowalski. They even duked it out at Killer Kowalski's school. And of course, Eddie Edwards used his wife to his advantage to embarrass Frank Kazarian back at their stomping grounds, saying that he's a disgrace to his coach. I think I see the disgrace in front of me, and maybe he should look in a mirror. And Eddie Edwards again, tagged to Alicia, holding Frank Kazarian in place. What the hell is Alicia looking for here?
Eddie Edwards caught his own wife.
Whoa! All right. Well, hey, I mean, Alicia. Oh, there's a very contact there. O'Connor, Kazarian is not legal. Again, Alicia's legal. Wait a minute. Oh, look at this. Beautiful suplex and bridge. Oh! And nearly pinned both of them at once. Brilliant. That just goes back to the resourcefulness of Frank Kazarian, Tatilla. Oh, here we go. Tag to the OG. Tracy Brooks in the ring.
And Tracy means business. She's not happy.
She is a businesswoman and she is a mother. I'm just saying. She has been waiting for this. When Frank Kazarian says you're no longer a wrestler, you should be doing this. Ah, spear! Oh, Tracy's got some moves. Tracy's all about enforcing law and order.
She's the original knockout, isn't she?
Well, again, she enacted knockout the law, exactly. And Eddie Edwards coming into play now, grabbing Tracy. You let go of her. You knew Eddie Edwards was not going to stay out of this. Again, let's not forget, Kazarian's son is in the audience, front row.
Oh.
And meanwhile, Eddie Edwards might be looking for the turbo backpack. Oh, the rake in the eyes!
The X Factor? That's what that's called?
X Factor! Oh, God, what a running knee strike. Well, Alicia, the roll up, not like this. Whoa. Almost got on Tracy. Get to the midsection. He's looking for the D-Lish. Meanwhile, Tracy Brooks. Oh, what the hell? Uh-oh. Fade to black. Good night, Alicia. Tracy Brooks gets the win.
That was a fun match.
The OG overcomes the toxicity. For somebody that hasn't been involved in what they said, 12 years, give or take, or some odd number like that, Tracy Brooks still got it. Tracy Brooks and Frank Kazarian win tonight at Impact 1000 and finally shut up the ride or die couple. Long overdue revenge and redemption and maybe closure for this feud.
Yeah, I think the feud should be over after this.
Yeah, you would hope. That was awesome. Woo! Knockout Law enforced. Alicia Edwards found guilty. Tracy Brooks with the victory. Hey, Kazarian, he's feeling good tonight. I knew I would too. 1,000 episodes. Again, 1,000, folks. Put that in perspective. Wait a minute. Hey, what? The video screen? What's going on the video screen? What's this? Oh. What? Well, again, she is the OG, so let's honor the OG, right? Yeah. Tracy Brooks. Beauty and power. And by power, I mean afforded power. Squared against the likes of man and woman. You think about the feuds that she was involved in. She was part of the original Knockouts class. Look at that honor and respect. And Tom West was all over it. Cat fight! Oh, man. Oh, God, I got swung by Awesome Kong. Yeah. That's Saturday, October 21st, Bound for Glory. Wait a minute.
Oh,
wow. Congratulations.
Congrats.
Tracy Brooks is going into the Impact Wrestling Hall of Fame.
A little tear in my eye.
That is tremendous. Congratulations to the OG, the authority forever and immortality. Tracy Brooks is part of the Impact Wrestling Hall of Fame class of 2023.
Yeah.
And she absolutely deserves it. Congratulations to Tracy Brooks. What a moment. What a return. Celebrating with their son Rebel. Frank Kazarian, that is one proud wrestler and an even prouder husband.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
It's the main event.
Tracy Brooks. Well, yep, it's been a fun night, Tatilla, but it's time for our main event. SVP Championship on the line. Leo Rush versus Chris Sabin. Speaking of which, let's go backstage with GM Miller. Oh, boy. I've been waiting for this rematch. Hey, Leo Rush amend a few words, more action. Why is he scared or trembling? I don't get that. I mean, he did beat him in record fast. I still can't believe how quick he beat him that night.
Yeah, same. I still can't figure out, was that, like, did Chris Sabin get, like, a concussion or something? Like, was that kayfabe?
I don't know. I thought a spike hit him in his eye and his vision was impaired. And I thought that basically cost him. Either way, it was a nasty landing on the entranceway. So, again, it could go to your point. Could be about concussion. But I guess we'll find out soon enough.
I thought that was kind of odd. That whole match was odd. I was like, was it supposed to go down this way?
I think there was an audible. But again, we are moments away from seeing history being once again redefined by the division of no limits. Speaking of history, next week, it is official. Josh Alexander goes one-on-one against Trey Miguel. As, of course, we will cover Impact 1000 next week on JMN with Mia. Also made official next week, it is Eric Young versus Kenny King. Sheldon G will be in the corner. Jake Something looks to prove how viable professional wrestling is against Dirty Dango with Alpha Bravo.
Oh, wait, do we have to wait till next week?
That's right. That's next week. The Feast or Fire results will be shown. Someone's getting a pink slip, and someone's getting an Impact World Championship. And also next week, Ultimate X, we decided by Zachary Wentz, Rich Swann, Ace Austin, Alan Angels, Speedball Mike Bailey, and Laredo Kid. Who's got tickets to Bound for Glory?
Alan Angels in a Ultimate X match?
And
he gave everybody low blows last time.
Yeah, I know, but look at this star-studded field. That's a 5-on-5 knockouts tag team action. And let's go back to Victory Road, where once again, a dream was not dashed, but was achieved. After Sheldon Dean was ejected, Heath Slater with a wake-up call that woke up Tommy Dreamer, it seems, allowing him to hit
Hold on,
DDT. And Tommy Dreamer became the digital media champion. Still cannot believe Dreamer lives on. Speaking of which, there's the champion. To explain the emotions of an emotional man, you kidding me? Whew. It is about creating moments. Look at the wounds of this man's career being demonstrated in this man's face. He has been worked. Yeah. 200 shows a year? Tommy Dreamer does about 200 shows a year? Whoa. Well, the champion of the internet, Tatsila. Digital media champion. All right, Tommy, we'll see you down the line. We'll see what's next for you. Again, this is the X Division Championship main event. X Factors. Rush won the title at Slammiversary by attacking Saban before the bell. Saban was assaulted backstage by Leo Rush in the lead up to Emergence, and Saban has won 3 straight matches as a singles wrestler in Impact since Slammiversary. Now Chris Saban looks to become a record 10-time X Division champion tonight at Impact Wrestling 1000. It is main event time, folks. Here we go. Ken, good to see you. El Saban, Detroit represent. This isn't about football. This isn't about the Wolverines and the Buckeyes. This is about the X Division Championship, a title that defies no limits, where anything is possible. And the only thing that hits the ceiling is your imagination. Chris Saban, again, a record 9-time X Division champion. There have been 103 X Division champions in this company's history, and Saban was 9 of those. Look at this once again, restore respect to this title, become a 10-time champion tonight. This 23-year veteran of the game looking to overcome the bad child in a good way. Oh boy. Of course, Leo Rush stormed his way into Impact Wrestling, called his shot, and took it by force in unbelievably quick fashion at Slammiversary. Leo Rush, our current X Division champion, who will also very soon be going across the pond to Japan to challenge for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship against Hiromu Takahashi and Speedball Mike Bailey in triple threat action. Speedo going across the pond. Impact Wrestling invades the UK after several years. And also during that time, we'll be presenting Turning Point. Next month after Bound for Glory. Stay tuned for more on that. We'll definitely be covering Turning Point here on the Multiverse Mia. Speaking of which, Impact Wrestling Turning Point will be brought to us by Impact Plus. That'll be Friday, October 27th, 8 p.m. Standard Time. And Will Ospreay will be a part of the show. And I wonder if Will Ospreay has eyes set on maybe Impact Gold. Again, these two athletes heavily celebrated in their career. Leo Rush finding renewed fire and a bad spirit, becoming the new X Division champion at Slammiversary, and only has had one defense underneath his run so far, beating Kushida at Victory Road. The winner of Ultimate X at Slammiversary. As referee Dale Spencer, of course, will now hold up the title. This title defined by the likes of Brian Cage, Trevor Lee, Matt Sydal, Ace Austin, Josh Alexander, Christopher Daniels, Amazing Red, Samoa Joe, Suicide, and of course, the very first champion ever back in 2002, the phenomenal AJ Styles. The reigns are underway for this main event match. Oh boy. This is the cornerstone of this company, JJ. You even said it yourself during NWA TNA on pay-per-view only days, and we're already kicking things off fast. Leo Rush, the bad child again. All that misdirection, all those mind games. And Chris Sabin, drawn to the outside of the ring, might be playing the Leo Rush's game, though, or advantage here. Whoop. How does Sabin avoid that quick offensive Leo Rush or that quick result found at Summerversary? So far, we actually got a bell ringing, so he's already doing better. Whoa, and a run and a handstand kick.
He's just got to use those veteran instincts.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, veteran instinct. Well, we're talking about two veterans of the game here, Dattila and JJ. Thank you, JJ, as always, for your quick take. Appreciate you, bro. Please follow Castlevania Studios, folks. Become a member today. And stay tuned for our Road to WrestleMania coverage of all the WrestleManias and so much more here, including his NXT. Not my NXT, but I digress. Again, so far, the bell has rung, but we see Chris Sabin in a similar spot. Dattila wiped out on the entranceway after a dive by Leo Rush.
Oh, wow.
To go with your point.
You think Leo Rush retains?
Look, all I know is we've seen X Division champions in long runs, and we've seen X Division champions in short runs. Let's not forget, Chris Sabin literally lost his previous X Division championship in his first defense against the man he's facing right now. Leo Rush has only had one defense of the title, and he's been champion since Summerversary. For those that aren't counting, that's about 2 months. And right now, looking to put away Sabin. Leo Rush just waiting. The referee checking on Sabin's condition. Oh, the last thing we need here is a stoppage. That Leo Rush is not going to allow
a roll up.
Oh, it's that cradle. It's that cradle, too. Whoa. The most dangerous move, some would say, in the wrestling industry. Looking for cradle shot, possibly. Whoop. Up and over.
Ooh,
he might have picked him out there. He might have picked him out there, Dattila. Whoa, took him out the knee. Again, veteran awareness to JJ's point. Chris Sabin, 23-year veteran of the game. Body straw cradle, too. No. Wow, just took his head off with a clothesline. I also want to put this into your information, Dattila. Chris Sabin, Josh Alexander, and Alex Shelley have been called out by Hiroshi Tanahashi and will challenge for the NJPW Six-Man Double-Weight Championships later on this month at Destruction.
I saw that on Twitter.
And Tanahashi calling his shot. Tanahashi came up short at Multiverse United 2 against Alex Shelley for the Impact World Championship. Speaking of Multiverse United 2, it was Chris Sabin that won that X Division Junior Heavyweight Scramble and got missed in the face by Bushi for his trouble. Of course, Sabin, again, 23-year veteran. Alex Shelley said when he chooses to be done, he's going to need double knee replacement surgery. Former TNA World Heavyweight Champion.
I'm going to have to rewatch this entire episode because I missed a lot.
Yeah, well, again, nonstop TNA. You've had his friggin' core. And you wonder what Chris Sabin might be looking for here. Oh.
That looked like it hurts.
Yeah, it looks like he's going for a modified surfboard here. Stretching Leo Rush back, and it does hyperextend the muscles in your shoulders, in your arms. Again, Sabin right now, calm, collective, in control. Picking his spot and grounding the challenger. He's neutralizing Leo Rush's speed. That is the best part of Leo Rush's game. If you get out the speed, nice, got him trapped with the crucifix. 2 count. And Leo Rush able to escape. If you neutralize Leo Rush's speed, you bring the match more to your favor. And Chris Sabin, he's no speed demon per se. He's more of a technical wizard. I look at Chris Sabin's wrestling style. He's more technically sound, Dattila.
Why do you say that?
Well, again, the way he manipulates the human body and is able to find a spot. And Leo Rush, can friggin' turn you north, south, east, and west and still make you think you're looking in one direction. And Leo Rush able to take control just like that after that short offense. And now the ground and pound mounting his challenger. Of course, Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley, Motor City Machine Guns, former 3-time Impact World Tag Team Champions. Of course, we talk about Time Machine and the great trio they've been with Kushida. Of course, Time Splitters, Alex Shelley, and Kushida, former IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champions multiple times over. And Leo Rush right now wearing away at Chris Sabin. Might be working on the back of the head and neck. What's Leo Rush looking for here now? And Leo Rush, again, I think Leo Rush took Sabin lightly and just was able to prey on his psyche. Now Leo Rush is literally taking Chris Sabin more seriously as Chris Sabin right now trying to fight back out of this hold. In the mount position. Wolf. Again, Sabin up to a vertical base. Leo Rush, though, still trying to hold the sleeper and push in the corner. Forcing Chris to hold. Oh, man. Clubbing shot again. Back of the head. And now Sabin. Leo Rush hooks him up. Ooh. Oh! Driving Sabin down hard. Here's a cover. Hug of the leg. No. Kick out by Sabin. Whew. There's one thing we can say about Chris
I don't know.
Sabin.
I mean, this is Leo Rush's what, second title defense?
Yeah, it's a second title defense. Go put that in perspective, all right? How many title defenses did Chris Sabin have in one of his runs at the time? How many title defenses did Speedball Mike Bailey had in his only
He had 9
run within this time? And at least 3 of them were probably already by this time, Tatilla.
Yeah.
Leo Rush, to me, is not a fighting champion, all right? He's a champion that preys on opportunity and takes advantage of it. And imagine what sort of message he sends to Hiromu Takahashi and Speedball Mike Bailey ahead of that triple threat if he comes out beating Chris Sabin off again tonight. Nice jawbreaker there.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like they might want to do the machine gun versus machine gun. But in order for them to do that, it actually has to be Josh Alexander.
Well, again,
and Chris Sabin has to win here.
I mean, you also got to consider the Motion Machine Guns are going to be working with Josh Alexander in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Whoa, that missile drop kick. After that call out by Tanahashi, remember, they're going to challenge Tanahashi, Okada, and Ishii for the NJPW 6-minute weight championships at Destruction. Available on njpwworld.com for those that want to become a subscriber today. It is $9.99. Apparently, they're going to update their website, too. Just like Impact Wrestling is updating their stuff. I almost wonder if that intro of the night is just a one-off, or is that going to be part of the updated, presentation going forward that we talked about. And Leo Rush right now trying to update Chris Sabin's vision and impair it, raking the eyes as much as he can as Sabin rolls to the outside of the ring. Again, Rush bringing him before the count of 5. Champion's advantage. Title control change hands via pinfall submission inside the ring. What's Leo Rush looking for here? Off the bottom rope. Whoa! Hello, springboard moonsault that still finds the target. Take a look here. I haven't seen somebody use the bomb rope for a moonsault, Attila.
No, me neither.
I guess that plays to Leo Rush's center of gravity and maybe his height disadvantage that he gives away, against Chris Sabin. Again, though, is Leo Rush taking too much time out here, though? He's in control. But you don't want to give Chris Sabin a chance to fight back in this. We know how resilient Chris Sabin is. Count of 8. And Leo Rush rolls back in and back outside to break the count. Obviously,
Champion's advantage. Leo Rush would have won regardless with the count out.
Again, Leo Rush is out to make a statement tonight. It's his second offense, Dattila, but he's facing on Impact 1000 the 9-time X Division champion. Some would say the face of the X Division nowadays. And of course, one half of the most influential tag team in Impact Wrestling history as voted on by the fans. Motion Machine Guns driving him small of the spine into the barricade at ringside. And brings him back towards center. Again, the death of the X Division, why JJ talked about the X Division then versus the X Division now. We talked about those that carried the torch before him in the early days, heavily raised to another level by the likes of Samoa Joe, started off by AJ Styles, and in this day and age of Impact Wrestling, you've had Chris Bay, Ace Austin, Trey Miguel, Chris Sabin, and now Leo Rush. And of course, Speedball Mike Bailey was also part of that fray. Josh Alexander, before he became Impact World Champion, raised it to new heights. Oh, man.
Sorry about that. I accidentally tried to unmute myself and I accidentally kicked myself out.
Oh, you're fine. again, I can understand the commotion within your domain. As the commotion continues to unfold here at Impact 1000. You're fine, my pal. Again, how much more can Chris Sabin withstand, though, is the other question here. How much more does Leo Rush have to give now that he's facing Chris Sabin at 100%? Remember, Chris Sabin was already rocked before the bell rung at Slammiversary. He didn't get that same opportunity here tonight.
Stephanie did a lot to beat the 9-time X Division champ.
And Chris Sabin going up to the top rope.
That superplex.
Oh, God, what a superplex. Crashing and curving the spine of Leo Rush in the process. Again, I always wonder what a superplex is. Does it take more of the person getting executed on or the person executing it?
I think either way it hurts.
Yeah, I guess it just hurts from a different height. Good grief. Impact Wrestling Faithful is saying this is awesome, and this is our Impact 1000 Part 1 main event for the X Division Championship. Looking to either crown the 104th X Division champ in this company's history, or Leo Rush will retain and remain the 103rd. And with Ultimate X around the corner, you got to consider who could face one of these two men for this title at Bound for Glory. Uh-oh. Oh! Powerbomb, high stack too, no! And a kick out. And of course, as we know that if you had the X Division Championship beyond Bound for Glory, you can call your shot towards the Impact World Championship match using option C. Oh, single leg kick. Hit him with a big boot. And you still might get your Machine Guns match if that is the case, with particularly Chris Sabin and Alex Shiv. They both survived Bound for Glory as champions. But Chris Sabin has to win tonight. Nice hook kick there.
Oh, no. The Motor City switch. Oh, STF.
STF. Step over. Toe face lock. And there is nowhere for Leo Rush to go here. Lot dead center.
Oh, no, he's going to tap, isn't he?
I mean, again, how much can he withstand? Can he find escape? Can he reverse the pressure? Chris Sabin trying to restrain Leo Rush. The arm ring into the left arm, now hooking him up. What's this? Oh, look at this. Driving Leo Rush down to new champion. No! Oh. Oh, look at the eyes of Sabin, though. That is determination. Yeah, might be looking for a big.
Oh, is that down with the clothesline?
Clothesline from Hell, Michigan. And Sabin
got no, if he hits this, it's over.
Yeah, he hits it, it's over.
It's over.
Cradle shot! Cradle shot! Cover! Oh!
He kicked out of that. How?
You can count men on one hand that survived the cradle shot. That's how he beat multiple people for the X Division Championship. Take a look at this, Tatsula. You thought you had a new champion here. 2 9/10. How in the hell did Leo Rush survive that?
This is awesome indeed.
And Chris Sabin, though, has to be a bit deeper in the playbook. For a guy that hasn't barely defended the title, Leo Rush is proving his worth towards what he believes he needs to do or withstand to remain the X Division champion.
Oh God.
My God.
Oh, my God. Is he trying to kill him?
I think he's going for an Atlas finish or cradle shot. That answers your question. Off the second rope. Hooking Leo Rush. Leo Rush, aware of the danger, though. Clubbing elbows, side of the head. Right to the jaw.
He's gouging the eyes, just like Crazy Steve.
Again, he also impaired the eyes earlier. Let's not forget that. Again, how bad is the vision of Chris
Final
Sabin?
hour.
And the drop zone, final hour connects. It's time up.
Now, it has to be over, right?
It gotta be over. He's hooking the leg to Leo Rush. No.
Oh,
kick out.
Shit.
You gotta consider how much he bounced off that splash load. Watch the replay here. Look at the way he hit it, but look at how long it took him to go for the cover. That split second was all Sabin needed to survive that final hour.
Oh, God. This makes me think Chris Sabin's going to regain the title.
Again, this is what the X Division has proven how many times over. You never could truly predict who's going to out-wrestle the other. That's what it comes down to. What is the limit of your opponent? The final hour has not struck midnight yet. A clubbing forearm, though, took Sabin off his feet. Again, how bad does Leo Rush want this win? How bad does Chris Sabin want this win? Oh, God. Another clubbing shot. Leo Rush is literally hell-bent on beating Sabin tonight at Impact 1000 and retaining the SVG Championship. Well, Sabin, though, fighting back, though. Look at Sabin unloading on Leo Rush. Again, how long has this pent-up frustration been brewing inside Chris Sabin since Leo Rush beat him at Summiversary? A moment of no return for both of these men here. And we will stay with this match as long as we need to, folks.
Yeah, they're going over, huh?
Exactly. There's a clubbing shot there by Rush. Nice flurry of offense there.
Oh,
God. Oh, my word.
Oh, super kick.
On the button. And the windup. There's a pitch. Detroit Truckers be proud of that. Shell shock. Shouts the time machine. And he's got
That's it.
Up on the shoulders.
It's over. It's over.
Tornado shock. Here's the
I knew it.
Oh, Chris Sabin has done it.
He's a 10-time.
10-time. Perfect 10 to that Impact 1000. Hell, Sabin.
This was one hell of a match. This was one hell of a match. Congrats.
Chris Sabin is now a 10-time X Division champion. Hail Sabin indeed. Long live the king. What an incredible moment. And what a match.
Look.
And look at that. Look at the locker room come out here. Big something. Chris Bay, Alex Shelley, Heaps, the entire Impact locker room coming out here to celebrate. Again, we talk about locker room leaders. We talk about trailblazers. We talk about those that paved the way. Chris Sabin continues to do so tonight as we end Impact 1000 with a brand new 10-time X Division champion. And once again, Dattila, the era of the Moishi machine guns is in full ammunition and full throttle. As we leave you from the first part of this Impact 1000 presentation for my mighty commentator, Dattila, for the regular wrestler, JJ Williams, I'm the Seminole Foster saying, don't sleep on Impact Wrestling. Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, it was a fun episode. I didn't see all of it. Like I said, I got to go back and watch it. But from what I saw, it was a really fun episode.
Yeah, you need to do your details. El Sabin, he did it, JJ. He did it.
You were saying Dattila?
I said, from what I saw, what I caught, it's a really fun episode. Definitely, they celebrated Impact tonight, and I cannot wait for part 2 next week.
You and me both, my friend. You and me both.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Yeah. I'm still kind of dumbfounded about some of the stuff I saw tonight, like for real.
10 times. I'm not saying it 10 times because my voice is already going out.
I got to save that voice, Noah.
I got a lot ahead.
Got to save it for karaoke.
No, I got to save it for Grand Slam and Impact Wrestling Part 2 and Wrestle Dream and not my NXT. Freaking No Mercy.
No Mercy.
No Mercy. Anyway.
Yes, from Bakersfield, where no one wants to go.
No. I can't believe of all the cities in California, they chose Bakersfield.
Must have been the cheapest market or most available.
I know.
I'm just saying.
I know. I don't know why they didn't do it in Ontario.
I wouldn't have gone to Ontario
at the very
either.
least, at least it would have been closer for me. Bakersfield's a 2-hour drive. Ontario's down the hill, so.
Oh, man. That was fun. I can't wait for next week. And again, someone's getting a pink slip, folks.
I can't tell from the people that won who would get the pink slip. Maybe Crazy Steve?
It's hard to say. It really is. Again, the cases are Chris Bay, Moose, Uya Umera, particularly. I want to point that out. Particularly. And Crazy Steve, to your point.
I can't tell who of those 4 guys would get fired.
Well, someone's going to next week, unfortunately.
Shot in the dark here, but what if it's Moose?
I doubt it
last
because
time-
Moose renewed his contract recently.
Right, but the last time he won a briefcase, he cashed it in and won the world title. What if this time he gets the pink slip?
And kayfabe fire rings and loopholes have been found before in the history of Feast or Fired. So again, a very real possibility, and not maybe necessarily permanent.
And you think about the way he got the briefcase. Like the briefcase wasn't intended for him. Macklin had it.
Exactly.
But it flew out of his hands and into Moose's hands.
That
and
was funny.
Just by sheer happenstance from catching it, now he gets fired.
Man, that was a hell of a pass, though. I will say, man, that was crazy. What a pass.
That was hilarious. I was laughing.
I mean, Moose is a former football player, so he knows how to be in position for a pass. I'm just saying. That was awesome. Well, whew, I'm good. Don't gotta worry about using my voice till next week, Wednesday, for NW Grand Slam. And God, that looks like a pay-per-view level card. Let's freaking go.
Yeah, for real. There's so much stuff coming up on the horizon that I'm going to go ahead and run really quickly our upcoming watch-alongs before we sign off.
All right. What's my boy?
Check this out.
You guys are muted.
There we go. Okay, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. All the wrestling, all the professional wrestling, and sports entertainment. Let's fucking go! Oh, man. I love it. I love it. No one will ever know my reactions either, so they truly don't know what I mean.
Oh, I do. I do.
Well, you're in the producer chair. No one else is. Oh, God, I love this business. Woo! All right.
Amazing, funny.
I tried that, but at the end of the day, that's why I'm here to encourage positivity in professional wrestling. Damn it. But I digress. Whoa.
Absolutely. Hell of a show tonight. A lot of shows coming up next week and in the very near future. Looking forward to all of them. Think we're just going to call it there for the evening. I feel like I'm on a little bit of a delay lag. So we'll go ahead and just kind of throw to Noah to sign us off for the night, as he always does. Make sure you guys tune in on Saturday for open mic night.
Ooh.
All kinds of stuff coming up to discuss. It'll also be preceded for the first hour will be our lingo game show, where Emmanuel takes on my daughter, Natalie. So that should be a good time as well.
All right.
Noah, go ahead and take us out of here, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, as I always like to remind you, no matter what day of the week it is, Impact Wrestling, don't sleep on it. We hope you enjoyed our coverage of Impact 1000. If you want to know more about me, know this, for I am but a simple man and a lifelong fan of professional wrestling. Damn it! But I digress. I only wish to encourage you. There are no winners, there are no losers, there are no betters. Just fans with opinions for this passion we all share. At the end of the day, folks, support one another, respect each other, protect your mentality too, treasure your families, and just enjoy life and enjoy professional wrestling. It's as simple as that. And I think that is the perfect way to conclude tonight, our Impact.
Yes. For Jeff Meacham, who popped in earlier to help kind of kick off the shenanigans, For the mighty Datilla coming to us through the Morphin Grid. For the simple man with the spectacular voice, Noah Foster, I am the Renegade of Wrestling, JJ Williams. Thank you for joining us for night 1 of Impact 1000 as we get set to do this all over again next week, sandwiched in between episodes of AEW Grand Slam, Dynamite, and Rampage.
Yes.
And until open mic night on Saturday, we will catch you guys later.
Have a good night, folks.
Bye.
Don't sleep with Impact Wrestling. Damn it.